hate this episode?
Very easily.
Because it's dramatic.
It's so dramatic.
He can't relate to it anymore. We already talked. We're not in high school
I think I used to relate to it. No, it's just drama and Lana's being a bitch.
Awesome. Lana's being great.
And how long is it since Kyla died from this episode?
3 weeks. 72 hours.
I think.
No, it's been 3 weeks.
No, it's been quite a few.
No. Are you talking about episodes or are you talking about actual length?
In the show.
In the show, it's been months because it was 2 months from the next episode after Kyla's.
Okay,
so it's been, I'm going to say 4 months.
You just lost, first of all, I love her and I wish they would have kept her.
I wish so too.
Yeah, but the grandfather used her because he was the real villain.
She was thirsty.
But then
What?
Oh, she was. She gave him 2 seconds off. Like, I'm going to do that guy. 2 seconds.
Yeah, but then it also took her 2 seconds to say, I'm not interested anymore.
Yeah, I know. Because
she's a
your
woman.
mom sucks.
Oh.
Man, you guys really should look up though on how they describe Kyla, and they really say in the description, don't believe anything she says.
No way.
They say all the stories she tells are full of crap.
No
Seriously,
way.
yeah, there was like a note on the episode for like on a professional level. It's like, take everything she says with a grain of salt.
They're afraid you're gonna
her.
Yeah, she was great.
So she was
But
cute.
that's what I mean about this episode,
She was
because finally what we have back though is Chloe. I have been missing the dirtiness. I have been missing the fun. I have been missing nut up Clark's ass.
Yeah. No,
He's also been missing Pete too, so that should say something.
By the way, Pete is once again all-star.
You made a good point. He died.
He
He
died.
didn't show up. So when what's her name came back,
Tina.
Tina, the one.
She throws him into. She throws him into the
Head
lava
first.
first, and then they don't see him again for 2 episodes.
Oh yeah.
They don't even
mention
explain.
him.
They don't even explain what happened to him.
And by the way, he's bleeding really bad.
Concussion. That's probably serious because she's throwing people, and she just did that to him.
She roundhoused him before she shot
Yeah,
him.
'cause it was Lana.
It was Lana.
Oh yeah, he's convinced.
Yeah, but it was
actually
really
Lana.
Lana. It was really Lana. She had a lot of built-up anger towards Pete.
Well, I
so
thought
she
you were going the
acted-
route that Pete died
Because
and
she's
Tina
racist like
didn't
her
die,
mom.
and so Tina's Pete this entire time.
No,
But we see her die. We see her die.
I'd rather the Lana route, though. That Lana was really...
Lana.
It was perfect impersonation, guys.
Spot on. Hold on, is Tina here?
That's what I did a lot growing up. Just copied her.
But also, when it comes to this episode, according to Joseph, there is some Kryptonian connection. So we finally
Getting
have...
more lore.
Yeah, exactly.
But
So
it's almost not blinds. It's almost because of all the drama, because of all the he's making out with her and he's doing this and the red kryptonite again.
It's really
like
because,
the red
and
kryptonite?
here is my theory. I already got a theory.
Overuse it.
This one's a good one. Because it actually starts at the beginning of the episode, too. And I want our audience to pay attention to this. Lex Luthor, he planned for the party to happen in the cave.
Oh, for sure.
And the reason he planned that is because he was testing to see what the cave would do to that amount of people
I didn't
inside.
even think about that. That's
So
a
the
good theory.
moment that something happened is the moment he goes, okay, there is something in there. I need to get somebody.
That was my question. Who funded that party?
It's-
That
Yeah,
was a
because
lot
he
of
showed
money.
up the day after.
Yeah.
Oh, and by the way, we'll get to it too,
thought
but
it was
remember,
Lionel.
he even acknowledges there's a security guard out there, and he keeps saying who comes around here all the time, and he told me it was Clark. So obviously, you had a security guard for quite a while.
And
That's
so
a good
all
point.
this
That's
cheese
good
party.
to-
Yeah, all of a sudden, he's going to turn away. Where are the kids bribing him in high school? Who's the one that sent out the invitation?
They're rich country kids. They give them
Who also threw Clark a party before?
and with the fireworks.
Oh, see?
Yeah, it's a good
Yes!
It's almost not a theory. I think you're right.
It's almost like it's fact.
Yeah.
So we're calling it canon, right? It's canon. All right. I just wanted to get to it.
Oh yeah. So again, we are here with the Somebody Save Me podcast, and Joseph and Taylor, and we have our guests, the Kieslich Brothers, and just referenced as the brothers, of course. They joined us last time for the season 1 finale, but they're back again for the Rush episode 14.
Well, it's
of
Zach's
season 2.
favorite.
Yeah, Zach's favorite here.
Zach's favorite episode. We have to make sure he's a part of it.
He was
We called him
he was
star.
begging to come on the show for this.
We told him to relax, but he truly kept hitting up our phones. Being like, guys,
Have you got the rush yet? Is it rush yet?
I'm the biggest fan. I hate Mike and Tom's show. I only want to be on y'all's show.
Yeah, so welcome again, brothers. And let's go ahead and just get it started.
So this is my question to you guys already.
With the blue Camaro?
No, the cars. Is the cave underground?
Yeah.
How are they getting down there?
They're going down the hole that Clark fell down.
They're not. They're not.
How are they getting?
They're
Do
going
they show the entrance?
We never
They
see the
never
entrance.
see the entrance.
We just saw it
Besides
in the
Clark
back.
falling down from the top
But
of the
then
cave.
everyone
with Kylo.
comes back from that back corner. That's where Kyla came. That's where Lex came.
But it's a hole in the ground.
I think
so
there's
is there
gotta be an
stairs.
entrance.
I think there's a stairs.
Maybe they show it.
I think
No, they definitely don't. It just blew my mind because I go, is somebody just there, like the security guard saying, "All right, I'm gonna lower y'all now."
Like it's a level. Like it's a pulley system.
He has this tablet of like guest
I like
lists,
that idea.
and then he has like, oh, you're on.
He's
Okay,
a
come on,
bouncer.
let's go.
Hold
Let's
on,
go.
what high school are you from? Ooh, college can't come in.
No.
Sorry.
Hey, no, they
They
had
had
college
college
people
kids.
in there.
Oh wait,
They
community
do.
college.
Yeah.
All right.
Community college, you're good.
I wanted to make sure we put that.
So yeah, we have Pete and Chloe pulling up, and Chloe is just so excited.
She got the invite.
She got the invite.
And dragged Pete along here because Pete is obviously bothered.
Yeah,
Got
yeah.
He's
She
weird.
downloaded it from the internet.
Yeah. She went on Craigslist before
On
maybe
the
Craigslist
directions
was a
on
thing.
the internet.
And Pete, is being dragged to it. He actually has a problem. He does not like that the rave is at the cave.
He's
Yeah, 'cause he
immediately
knows.
wanting to call Clark because just like what you even asked Zach is, he's like,
aliens.
okay, Kylo is here. This is like Clark's and Kylo's thing. I don't think this is really respectful.
And he knows about the Kryptonian. I think
Yes.
Pete's aware that
He
this
knows
is,
with Clark.
has some Kryptonian.
That concussion from Tina didn't hit him too hard in the head. He remembers things.
Good.
But yes, and he's immediately wanting to call Clark, but Chloe says, screw that. I want
Pause
to
it right
get some
there. We had an
ass."
entrance.
Oh, wait, hold on.
We had an entrance, dude.
I do like the cave stuff. I think that's very interesting because it
Dude.
goes to
Yeah.
the
Okay.
mythology and the,
So you're
bro.
trying to tell me that all the
They-
cars are just parked in a circle like that? Okay, and look, there is a security guard right there spinning the whistle. Was that
Who's that?
Oh, no.
that's a raving.
It's
It's
a
a
rave.
raving. It's lights.
Well, I thought the
She
rave
calls
was
it-
inside of the
It's a
cave,
rave.
not outside
It's
of the
definitely a
cave.
rave.
I
There's
didn't
no
know.
rules at a rave. You go wherever.
Fair point.
You wear big
Hey,
jackets.
It's the cave rave, man.
So
they
there
do
was
actually-
a little bit of an
Cave
entrance
rave.
where it was going up, so I guess the cars were really just parked around.
Yeah.
Maybe it was like a circle for Fight Club.
Yeah.
Never back down. They did it then. Why not now?
It's a small town. You have to make up your own like events. Own
That's
things.
true. No, that's true.
We at least have an entrance though, so I'm satisfied.
Yeah, we did get the entrance. So
Well,
we
obviously,
have.
there's an entrance to bring all the equipment and stuff. They didn't.
That's true. They have. Yeah.
Who
and-
afforded
and-
that equipment?
And we go back to your
Moby.
theory here. Oh, look at all this equipment. Who is funding this cave rave? And we keep getting glimpses of the cave paintings, which we have seen before.
Terrible
But then
dancing.
we see the rave is getting just wild. And Chloe, again, is still excited. Pete
All right.
is already being the parent here.
He's not caring about those walls because we'll just notice he doesn't care about the walls. He's just being a cockblock again. He has it's a hobby or something.
Completely on the same page. Because here's the other side of it too.
He literally just.
They're
walked.
not even rubbing up against the wall.
I know.
And there's
They're
so many
like
other
a-
people dancing up on the walls. He shows the people
scaffolds
making
hanging
out without
from
a
the
shirt.
walls.
He's jealous.
Well, it's because that guy is huge.
That guy.
Did you see him?
Yeah,
he's
he's
all
always
that
up against the
guy.
wall.
I'm not gonna go talk to that guy.
Like a skinny
I'm gonna
shirtless
talk
guy.
to this couple. Hey, bitch. Yes, they are making out. Pete says, "Excuse me, can you please step off the walls?" As you can see by the paintings, this is something important.
He even points up because the painting is above them. He's not. They're not touching
They're
it.
not-
right
they
above
can't
it.
touch it. To your point, it's too high. But yes, Chloe says, "Back off, Pete. Come on, everybody's here to have a good time. But if you really want this taken care of, hey guys, I just want to let you know if you're really up against that clay wall, it's gonna rub against your clothes, and
You
then
can't
you're
get
not
it
gonna
off.
be able to get it off." The guy's not wearing a shirt, so
Skin disease.
what? Wait, but he's not wearing any clothes, and instead he's like, "Oh my God, really? We need to go." Also, they have paint all over them because it's a rave.
Dude.
No. He was disappointed because he knew that would work with the girlfriend. He was going to have to stop making out for a second. That's what that look was.
She had paint on her clothes.
I know, but Either way, it worked.
So
He was
the way-
But
disappointed.
the pen could get out.
Says who?
That's why they put it there.
You ever try to get glow stick out of your clothes?
The glue stick's fine. Just don't.
No, you always got to break it.
But to answer your question, no.
And also, come on, rave. Don't tell me you aren't thinking ecstasy. That's happening
Again,
right
small
now.
town.
Yeah, I was gonna say there's definitely drugs.
All right, so I just want to. Okay, first we're gonna point out this. We got the nerdy chem lab partner that
Travis.
Travis.
Yes.
You've seen him before?
No,
No.
this is the first
We
time.
never-
No, we just remembered his name, but he just goes right up to Chloe and kisses her, and Chloe's like, "What are you doing, bro?" And Travis
I
is
just
like,
have to-
"I'm taking my shot. Always thought you were hot."
I just have to say, she's into it at first.
I
Until
guess.
she, reacts. She's like, Travis, why would you do
That's the
that?
other thing
It's
in
like,
this-
she is into
In
that.
she's
this
flattered.
episode and this show, people just let you go for a kiss. They're gonna let you, but they're gonna freak out later.
Whenever Chloe goes to a party, she's
like-
looking for this
Yeah,
every
yeah,
time.
for sure. That's why she was so excited.
Who's gonna kiss me?
Who's gonna kiss me tonight?
Nobody kiss me.
Whose turn is it?
Don't do it.
So yeah, she's like, "Oh, I think you're on something. You're wasted or whatever." No,
high on
I'm
life.
just high on life. And she's like,
Oh.
"Huh?" And she smiles.
smiles.
She has a little smirk
She's
there.
flattered.
There was
That's what I mean.
flattered.
She's
There was an
into it.
F-bomb in this episode, in the song.
Thank you. Okay, this is what I was going to point
Yeah.
out. Did no one pay attention to the lyrics of this song
No.
that's happening? I need you to rewind it. Oh, I'll
No,
do
no,
it.
I was
Fine.
kind of looking
Yeah.
at it, reading it.
It read it.
It's like
No,
the
it says it on the actual
It's
subtitles.
literally the
Sorry.
lyrics of whatever this song is. I'm not going to look it up because I'm not going to listen to it.
Look.
Fucking blonde English girls with ghetto names. That is the lyrics to this song. Hey, Smallville producers, good one.
By the way,
Tried to sneak this past us.
minute
huh?
2:21. So
Minute
2:21.
2:21.
21 seconds.
We have this song going on in the back. Yeah. Honestly, I'm impressed. They
Yeah,
actually threw that in there. This was on
the
cable
WB.
television. This was on cable
They
television.
wanted to push the boundaries. They said, you know what, screw it.
Yeah, they said TV 14 rating. Oh, yeah, that works. That works. That works.
But let's,
One F
let's
bomb.
push our boundaries even further, though,
Oh, yeah.
where we have Travis now going up the metal ladder here that's supposed to be holding the speaker.
It's the stage set. Yeah.
Yeah, the
Scrapple.
gigantic stage.
Yeah.
Now he's up there. Everybody's like, hey, yeah, Travis,
I-
keep going.
I just want to point out, because like if you pause it right there, can you tell me how high that is? Because I don't think that's pretty high. What is
I
that?
don't think that's gonna
Like
be
3 feet?
I was
Not
gonna say
even-
20 feet.
I say
You
15.
think it's
Oh,
20?
no,
I was
know
gonna
I
say
said
15, 20
Yeah.
feet is what I'm thinking, too.
Yeah, for sure. What did you say?
Oh, I said 3 on accident.
You said 3?
It's a little more
climbed
than
up a little
three.
bit.
I mean, the way he's going up is just like, it does not seem that high, bro.
It was just like a little hop.
Yeah. That's a hop away.
I'm also
Yeah.
going to throw this out there to you. Everybody has been to concerts where they have seen people jump off of this.
And we've seen high stages too. This is nothing.
Here's
We have a
also-
ceiling.
Here's also the rules, though, usually of concerts. If people see that a guy's going to jump, they usually go and they want to catch him. But
Right.
everybody seems to back away saying, ew, I'm not going to touch Travis if he jumps.
It's Travis.
Yeah.
Look at him.
Pete is the only
He
one
went
that
to a
seems
rave
to
in
be...
a sweater vest.
Okay, you have a point there.
See, look,
Dude,
he
he's
leans on the paintings.
No, yes, he is the one that's now... Pete throws a hissy fit because nobody's listening to him saying, Travis, get down.
It's like, wow, I didn't even want to be here.
Leans up against the painting on the wall where it shows a type of worm, a
Shows
type
his
of
nape-
virus.
Looks like a
neck.
parasite, basically, and looks and it has the Kryptonian symbols on it.
And he's standing there still throwing the hissy fit where we can clearly see something is
interesting.
watching the back of his neck. Travis then jumps off of the stage, hits the
it
ground dead.
Basically committed suicide.
At the same time, Pete is then bit in the back of his neck,
By
screaming,
something.
ow. Don't know what it is, but all of a sudden, Pete sees Travis dead, and he's like, I feel good.
Let's party.
Whoa, we're partying tonight.
By the way, it said fucking ghetto
Yeah,
bitch
it's fucking
again.
ghetto.
So you would think that the editor could miss it one time, twice. No,
I-
now you're doing it on purpose. Was this your
No,
band?
this was on purpose, bro. This is
This is the editor's band.
this is no
I
mistake.
got a
This
song. I
was
got a song I can put it in.
this was no editing issue. This was on purpose. They threw it in there. It's like, oh yeah, you can barely hear
It
it.
says I love that shit.
Yeah, I love that shit. Fucking ghetto blonde bitches, whatever that means. And it's just like,
I
all
want
right.
to. I want to see that scene, like him partying after Travis died. Like, what are people
Yeah.
thinking?
Yeah,
Like,
let's go!
Yeah, because
Freak it out, and he's
after
fine.
Pete gets bit, he just goes off, and the scene cuts to the opening sequence. And yeah, I'm right there with you. I want to see what happened at the rest of that rave.
I don't want to see.
Because Chloe's
you
was
want
ready.
to see that?
Hold on, you guys, hold on. What y'all are wanting to see? I really want to watch some kids dance around a dead body.
Just him. It's just going to be
Yes.
awkward.
I'm not taking it back.
We already,
You got me.
we already had the cussing and
Let me help
the
you.
lyrics of the song to begin
Yeah,
with,
just-
and now you're wanting some type of tribal dancing around a dead body. I don't know if WB is able to push the limits that far in the first 5 minutes.
Insane, but we can't do some
They had
dead
to pick,
tribal
they had to
dancing.
pick and choose.
Exactly. We're picking our moments because also, hey Zach, you relax. We're gonna get a lot of boundaries crossed in this
Stupid
episode.
episode.
I want to ask y'all. Pete didn't do anything to try to save Travis, right? He truly
yeah.
just
Because
screamed,
he couldn't.
"Hey, don't do that."
Well, he told me get down.
But we'll get to that.
No, but that's what I want to
Yeah.
ask. It's
Yeah,
because
he
he
didn't
didn't
save
really
anything.
make an
Nope.
effort, right?
Nope.
So the pouting of him in the corner is truly just,
But
I don't want to
also-
be here.
Yeah.
Yes. Also, we don't know he's going to jump. You don't really know. Just because someone's climbing a really high place, you don't assume,
Yeah.
oh, that guy's not going to jump. He just wants to see.
I've been to a concert. If a guy climbs out, I'm
They're
expecting
gonna-
him to jump. If not, what are you going to... Because also, here's...
Hey,
Climb
everybody! Yeah!
How dumb do you look
2003.
climbing back down?
Yeah.
Let me... Hold on, I'll give it to you.
No, you're absolutely right.
It doesn't look as cool as you are climbing up.
I don't know how high this was
expecting-
going to be, but I'll wait till y'all leave. I'll wait till the concert's over. I'll just be here the entire time.
The other thing that you also have to pay attention to is there is going to be a resemblance to the ones that are infected. It seems they have a color red.
Oh.
They seem to love the exact same type of color.
It's true.
I'm assuming that this must be a condition of the parasite. I'm thinking it's maybe the parasite's favorite color, and this is just an attachment.
It's
to,
like the traits are passing
Yes.
along to the person it's biting.
This is the
Here's the other
personality.
thing with this episode is, so the episode's about something infects people that changes their personality.
Right.
We did this episode already.
Yes, we did.
Called
Nicodemus.
Nicodemus. It was a flower.
Also, my favorite episode in season 1. So this being my favorite episode of season 2,
You
it's
just
almost
like
like there's a
people-
resemblance.
They do it all the time.
Well, I mean, after the red kryptonite, he has red kryptonite. throughout the
Again, we're gonna
whole-
get to these things, but to Zach's point, I think they even explain it the exact same way.
No,
Yeah,
it's like
the
no.
exact
You
same-
could definitely draw parallels on it because it's like the exact same thing, except I don't actually both end up in you dying pretty much.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, you have to hurry. I have to hurry and save you because this
probably
can kill you.
How to hurry
Well,
up
the
and get it out of you.
flower
or
was
hurry up and
actually
kill you.
fatal, but this one I believe is
just
just matter like you're just acting crazy, so you end up killing yourself.
Oh, that you're gonna. It makes you.
Like it
commit
makes you
suicide.
kill yourself instead of like it
And
being eventually fatal.
They're explained different. Nicodemus is like your true self, like not having any filter.
No inhibitions.
This is adrenaline rush.
Okay.
Hey,
And that's
so
hint at Rush, the title of the episode.
adrenaline is a synonym for horny, right?
yes.
No, it's not.
No,
No.
but here in high school.
Yeah, in high school.
In
man.
high school. when
You know, that was
puberty-
actually the title of the episode before
Was
they
horny?
switched it. No. Adrenaline. It was
Adrenaline,
actually originally
okay.
adrenaline.
Oh, I really thought it was
Yeah, I
horny.
did-
You know, I was like,
I
they
like-
really were pushing the boundaries here.
They really were pushing it. So
I
we
really
co-
like this scene. 1 second.
We have Clark now walking down Smallville Street where he is reading the newspaper about Travis having committed suicide. All of a sudden, Pete has taken the dirt bike down the street, and instead of riding
No,
on
this
the
ain't
street,
on the street, bro. This is on the sidewalk. This is the curb, bro.
Did he hop a sign
Yeah.
where somebody
No.
writes on a
I think
chalkboard?
he
No,
hopped
it was
a human.
it was a 6-foot bearded guy that hopped the sign. It wasn't Pete.
Okay. So, anyway, they could have shaved the guy.
They did it.
Why
though.
didn't they shave his
Was he
face?
bearded?
He got
No,
a
no.
beard, right?
The stunt double?
Completely- no way.
They really can't get away with
You
it.
saw, even when he like did this, you see the beard on the side.
You
Man,
think
Pete
you think we can't notice these
Real
things,
fast.
you know? So of
And
course
it shrunk.
Clark is just freaking out. Is like, dude, what are you doing?
What are you doing?
I also want to point out, he also made a woman fall down with all of her
Groceries-
groceries
no one's
spilled
going
everywhere.
up there
Clark
helping.
could give two shits about this woman.
That's
Nobody's even looking at her.
Absolutely.
Yeah, well, yeah, I mean, this is best friend right here.
He's like, you could have hurt somebody. More specifically, yourself. What? He could have hurt others, Clark.
And he's like, hey, Chloe told me what happened, you know. I'm here for you if it's bothering you.
Never
So,
more alive.
He's wearing
Never
red,
more
like
die.
you said.
He is wearing red
and
now.
Pete's even now going on about his whole own adrenaline rush. He's like, there's no thinking about tomorrow when you have today. This is all about not living in the past, living the future. This is Pete having his own type of adrenaline going on, where Clark is like, what is this? it's
She's
weird.
still
All
She's still
picking
picking
up
it
her
up.
own
yeah,
shit.
told you she's still
And he
picking up.
doesn't care.
She's freaking out.
She's
Wait,
like,
I have to
somebody help.
reorganize.
She's looking at
the
Clark.
frosted flakes out.
Are you
My
gonna help
legs are
me?
broken.
It doesn't fit. The frosted flakes don't fit all of a sudden.
I've noticed that with Clark. Like, anytime Lana's working at the talent, he hardly helps her while she's cleaning stuff. He really doesn't
not
care
his
about
job.
that stuff. Only when he's trying to be the hero.
This is his job.
If anything, he's breaking more things.
Yeah.
But
just
he
cares about
overdoes
the
being a hero with his own friends, but yet he underdoes being a
Yeah,
hero
for sure.
with regular people. So I need a type of middle ground with
He's
Clark.
learning. What
What do you
is he-
mean he's learning? He's not even
He's
trying to
15 now.
learn
You're
right
getting
now.
defensive.
He's 15
I think that's
now.
mentioned
He's
every
16.
episode.
Is he
He's
16
15.
now?
Yeah, he's
No,
16.
he's not.
No, I don't think he's
Come on,
16
his
yet.
sophomore year.
He
We
has
go-
a
And
He has
you
a
turned
birthday.
He has a
15
birthday
since
at the end
birthday.
of the season. I
Where
remember
he
that.
turned
Yeah.
16.
Oh.
Yeah, because it's...
Hey,
really hot.
spoiler alert. I didn't know we were getting a birthday episode. Huh?
Yeah, I'm
Oh.
so sorry. We got a whole birthday episode. But it's not really his birthday. 'Cause,
That's
Now-
true. We don't know his birthday.
With Clark being concerned, Pete is like, listen, Clark, all
February
you do is ever
29th.
talk, you take no action. Clark is like, that's not true.
He's like, all you
what do you
do-
mean? What about Lana?
He's like, you could be asking her out. Whitney's toast now, bro. So
He's dead!
it's like, you know, he
not
makes a
care.
valid point.
By the way, if Lana is
She's
smiling
looking at
at
you
me
like
like
that.
that, I'm running
That's
over
not
there.
a smile. That's a bite lip.
That's true.
What's the name of this episode?
Horny.
Yep. Exactly.
I'm glad you paused it. I was gonna make you rewind, but this is
That's a bite. It's like,
Yeah.
oh my god, Clark's
Look
across the
at that.
street.
Yeah.
I hope he comes over here. And what does he do? He actually does go over there because Pete
And he
makes a
asks
point.
her out.
he does.
Pete does make a point, even though he's acting crazy. It's like, hey, wait, because you can't share your secret. Just ask her on a date. Fordman's toast, aka dead, insensitive Pete. And so you know what? You shared it with me, so it's pretty cool.
Well, it's because Clark is still so concerned about being able to open up to Lana, where even high on life Pete is like, listen, you're so nervous about your secret being spilled, you take no chances. Where Clark is like, listen, I just can't be doing that. I don't know how somebody will react. You told me, look how I reacted. We're still cool. Well,
He's almost given him up like twice.
speeds off. Pete now goes away where Clark is standing there going,
Sorry, he revs up away after doing some donuts on the sidewalk.
Was Pete just looking for Clark? Because he went back the way that
hold on. We don't know where Pete is at any point
don't
in
think
this
we know
episode.
what point
We don't-
Pete
He
is doing.
came and he's like, okay, I found you. I'm just going to turn around.
He's probably
Tag you're in.
He's probably going to Wild Coyote.
He's probably
That
gonna
bar,
go.
yeah, he knows about the
I don't
bar.
think it's the same bar, by the way.
It is the same bar. I confirmed
It is?
Yeah.
No way.
It was Wild Coyote, same bar.
How far out of town is it? Because
I think it's literally like the only cool bar in town.
really?
Yeah,
Yeah, they say it's the bar that
Accepts fake
his
IDs.
brothers affects. Yeah, whatever you just said.
The fake ID.
Hey, good pause because there's a.
I was gonna say,
Yeah.
Espresso
Morning
for
rush.
your morning rush.
Hey, did y'all know that what this episode was titled as?
I still
Because
don't
they
know.
couldn't just say it. Because they
Yeah.
say the name of the episode.
At least 8 times. Yes.
Oh
they
man,
do.
what a rush! So Clark actually jogs over to the Talon because he's like, you know, Pete's
Oh,
made a
he
point.
should've.
And I just love this because, you know, he's acting like, oh yeah, Lana, how's everything going?
Yep.
And all that, and Lana's just like, well, you know, did you hear about Travis? Really sad. And Clark is actually just not caring about this conversation at all because all he's thinking about is like, I want to ask this girl on a date. Yeah, I want to ask this girl on a date. So,
Bitter
you know,
lip at me.
yeah, of course, Lana's just like, you know, you assume we have all the time in the world, but, you know, you never know what happens tomorrow.
She didn't even know Travis, and she's talking about having to go to the school counselor and being like, you know what? I've been having to talk to her, and I think she's right. You know, sometimes you just gotta stop focusing on the sadness and be able to focus on the positive. Carpe diem.
Carpe diem.
Oh,
Well, not that
my
the show's
God.
realistic, but if there's a death in like in a class, and
She
you-
doesn't know him.
the counselor has
We
to
don't
see
know
you.
that.
The counselor has to see you. That happened to me my
I mean, she did
junior
address
year
him.
of high school where a kid died in
I
there.
thought it was a sophomore.
No, it was my junior.
Oh, it was.
Lana is actually, though, accepting what her counselor's advice was, which
Yeah.
is living in that moment, and she says, you know what, there's no more being a spectator. I'm going to take
Control
my
Control
life,
my life.
and I'm going to be me.
And Clark's like, yeah, me neither. We should go out. On a date.
And
Together.
I just got to pause it real quick here because all I wanted Lana to say in return to this was, "Hey, Clark, Whitney died. What is your problem?"
And you just lost your girlfriend that you're all in love with.
And Travis, who we love, died too.
We are.
And this is
second
all
ago.
you're thinking about? God, you
Wait,
are.
wait.
Because what if she actually just brought up like, do you remember our last date?
Oh, magic?
Yeah, no, not that one.
Oh.
That's
Which
the best.
also, that was a bad one too, because he ditched her. And then second, he goes to Wild Coyote in Red.
Oh,
Yeah. Kryptonite.
And he makes out with Jesse.
Hold on.
Not me.
Not Jesse here.
We have moved past that. We are now months past this. I thought they would have never been able to overcome this. How I think where we even out is, listen, he lost Kyla, she lost Whitney, even trade. Everything that happened before that, we are going to ignore. Let's start over. We're both emotionally
Also,
damaged.
she
Let's
was
do
over
this.
Whitney.
Long time ago.
She was over him when he
She
went on the
was
bus.
hoping he would die.
I don't know. Maybe
At
if
the
Tina
bus.
didn't come on so strong, I think she probably would have moved in. They would have gotten married. A
Because she
20-year-old
felt-
married
no,
a
no.
15-year-old.
She would have because she wouldn't know how to break up with him.
Exactly.
That's her
But
problem.
not because
Exactly.
of love.
Yeah, it's not because of love.
No, of course not. It's not love. This show's not that. Because the people that love each other are not supposed to confess it to each
Yeah.
other.
Right, we're supposed
That
to keep
is the
secrets.
rules of the game.
Yeah,
Until-
no trust in a
until now.
relationship.
Unless it's Martha and John, but their love is different. Because if Martha doesn't love him, he'll hit her.
Have you got over?
No, no, we're not talking about John.
We're not
I
gonna
don't
talk
want
about
to
John.
be. If we say anything about John, he's not going to allow any more guests. I learned that in the last episode. They had a guest, and he didn't take it well.
Booze bag.
Yeah.
Listen.
No, we're not talking about John.
All right, fine.
But-
yes, go.
And Lana's even like, are you serious?
Wait, I
Because
like,
he asked her.
I like how he kind of backpedaled. He was all cool, and then he said, in the near future, and then he said, were you serious? I was. This is so sweet, though.
Yeah,
Sorry, I
it
shouldn't
is a
have
nice
talked.
little moment. It is a nice little moment. It's like, are you serious? Because you think it's kind of going to take a weird
Yeah,
turn.
yeah.
She kind of seems a little
Because
like,
it usually
like you're
does.
thinking of all the episodes of where they had dates already. And he's like, yeah, I am. And she's like, yeah, I'm down.
I'm with you both until she says, "Okay, yeah, I'm so excited. When? Sometime in the future. I didn't know you would say this. I didn't realize I would get this far.
Which was super cute.
But
he was,
understandable.
he was finally
He's
himself.
emotionally
He's
flustered,
15
bro.
years
Guys,
old
guys,
in
I'm
a 26-year-old's body.
That's
Even-
right.
He doesn't know what he's doing.
Even if I'm 15, 16 years old, whatever. I have my own truck. I've done movie night with her. There is nothing that's weird about this. Instead, let's go out tonight. Tonight? You free tonight?
No,
We're
it's
going
You're
tomorrow.
saying he's that
It's
confident?
tomorrow. No, I'm
He-
saying
he- they
he
should've
should have
said.
said tonight. I'm saying, why are we wasting time? You're this excited. I'm this excited right now.
Way to rush it.
Horny.
Horny. Way to horny it.
And so, of course, exactly
Big smile,
how...
look, he's
See,
all-
I love
Clark-
this part.
yeah,
He's being
Clark is-
genuine.
Yeah, he's being emotionally flustered at this point. He's like, it's like, I didn't think it'd be that easy. And Lana's, of course, like, you just
all
have
you
to...
had to do was that.
Yeah, it's like, really? I
Shut
mean,
up.
do you not
Why didn't you
understand how
ask?
hard that is for
Also,
a man?
I thought he said, I didn't realize you were that easy. And then I go, come on, have you not seen the previous episodes with JTT? With
Yeah.
all the other guys, she is Clark. All you have to do is that.
You just have to ask.
That's it.
It's easy.
Sorry to ruin your girl of your dreams, by the way.
Nah, you just made her better.
It's easy. That's what-
Man, she is so into. She says, sounds fun. They are both okay. They are now looking at each other.
This is
Clark's
great.
like, I
This
gotta
is great.
get out of here before anything is ruined.
Look at this part.
Yeah, and they all
Moment of
smiles
silence.
as Clark goes out, and Lana's even like flustered herself, like,
Oh,
oh my
So
god,
cute. She just like.
oh, so excited.
Was that on board?
She can't help herself.
That's so
She
good.
is just so
there you go.
genuine.
And now we get the best part.
Those are different things that they climbed on.
I'm pausing on the next
Look
scene.
how tall
Right?
that is.
Clark's not that tall.
I'm pausing on the next scene here because it's now back to the caves where, yeah, by the way, I really hope these are not the same because otherwise it goes back to Joseph's point. The stage really was 3 feet if these were the
You're right.
proper
I'm telling you,
metal
bro.
posts.
Like, look at that. To that half point, that's about 3 feet, probably.
Hey guys, whenever you have superpowers, do you take your time to clean something up?
Dude,
too?
I thought this same thing, bro. I would have been
we
in and
already
out.
know because he did that with the party
Unless
in the first season.
I haven't
He
known.
moved real fast. and
Boom.
cleaned.
Thank you, Jesse.
He
What'd
knows.
you say?
Another theory. He knows Lex is down there.
Because he just did that before in the first season
Yes.
when he was fixing the fence
He's
and
playing
Lana
dumb.
came up.
Well, he also knows a security guard. He doesn't
Yeah.
want. But
Well,
you can
no,
just-
That's right. That's right. That's
I
right.
think that he knows that Lex is there. And he's trying to play dumb right now because he's probably been in the caves for a while. Lex now coming down, I gotta act like I'm doing something. Let me get that trash bag now. Let me start cleaning. Because otherwise, what is he doing? Unless he's trying to avoid his chores and being around John.
Hey, don't
say
his name.
What?
Don't say his name!
Suggestion.
That's all I was saying.
Done.
We can't just be throwing him in there, bro. He's not even part of the scene at all.
I was just saying maybe Clark was avoiding him. That's all I
Avoiding
was
chores. I get that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Avoiding his chores.
Father.
We could have stopped that.
But Lex is now, oh, hello, Clark. What are you doing down here?
Looks like it's quite a bad.
That I threw.
Yeah, and Lex is even saying, oh, I was just down here to check out the damage that was left behind this so-called party. Lex is not flustered. Lex apparently has control over these caves.
He's already got the maintenance crew coming.
And he knew about the party. He knew that the raid was happening. That's the only reason why he is that calm. Because even his whole thing is, with you being down here, Clark, I wouldn't expect teenagers to be so interested in 500-year-old paintings. Lex knew that sending down high school kids would not factor into anything because they wouldn't care to search for anything.
So what's the theory? What's the reason behind him sending?
Lex wanted to test to see what the caves would do.
Okay.
What he would do to a group of people in this case.
Or like what they could accidentally stumble on.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel that. I like that. I like that
It's
a lot.
just looking for some type of answers
he
in a different way.
fired the security guard, you said.
Mm-hmm.
Well, and he told me that but that's
You
what I mean.
almost said there was a security guard.
And he told me that you were the one that was down here every day. Clark, you wouldn't be hiding anything from me. Hey, Lex, why don't you mind your own business because you hide everything from me.
Yeah.
That's true. And he makes a good point. You know, Kylie gave her life for these caves, so they're special to me, pretty much. And it's like I take them serious.
That should have ended the conversation, by the way. Are you really going to
bring
question
up a
me?
dead person?
Are you really going to question me now?
Well, my dead girlfriend loved it, so shut up.
She was a wolf.
Yeah, she's part wolf, so.
Oh, you didn't know that? Let's talk about that now.
No, change something. Oh, you didn't know she was a skinwalker, did you?
Oh, whoops.
Sorry.
Lex, or Clark, I'm sorry, has his backpack completely open here.
Yeah, he just put trash in it.
And Lex is then turned where Clark is like, hey, Lex, why don't you take a look inside my backpack there? What are you doing?
So that's called staging. That's called, in the business. So
That's called
staging for the show.
That's called I want
called-
Lex to be able to hire the author of this book because he's rich, and I know that he would if he found what I was
you're just
searching
saying
for.
that
And
whole
I
floor.
actually, he does this every time. He wants people to know that he reads.
That's all. Okay,
Thank
all
you.
right, Jesse.
Thank
Yes,
you.
all right.
That's all it is.
You know we've talked about
No,
this.
Yeah.
I'm buying that.
Remember when Lana
completely.
keeps walking up and he's reading those books?
He invites her over. And
And he always has a new book every single
Yeah.
time.
He's lucky he doesn't have the book upside down when she walks up, dude.
That's fair. But now they're going over what the book is, where it was deciphering symbols, and it was from Walden is the
Yes.
doctor
Yeah.
or the
Professor
author
Walden.
that wrote that book, where he's like, what? I think that these things are so fascinating, but Lex, why would a businessman be interested in 500-year-old caves yourself? What type of money can be made from these? Why don't you answer my questions now, you son of a bitch? Lex goes, you know what? I'm always interested in a good secret. Okay, what? That's not a good answer. That's not a good answer at all, actually.
And so they finished up their conversation. They're walking out, or what Clark is, and Lex is like, "Yeah, I told them they're not going to let anyone else down here, except Clark Kent, of course." It's like, "Oh, okay."
Well, it was a weird thing because I don't know if he wanted to just kind of, in a way, tell Clark, I'm the daddy here.
Yeah.
This is me having control.
This is my cave.
Exactly. I'm allowing you to be here. Always
And
remember that.
you can't even blame Lex for doing that because
But I
Clark
can!
asked for his help to save the cave.
I don't like Lex in this episode because Lex, in a way, is kind of an asshole to Clark, and it's undeserving.
Well, I feel like this is the season where everyone is kind of picking up on Clark's secret more.
Yeah.
And so now it's more of like a fight. Like no one's going to straight up say, because Lex has kind of done that before, but he's not going to straight up say, I know you're hiding something. Now he's trying to get it out. So everyone's got a wall up, or Lana's going to as well.
Usually I'm with you fellas, except one thing. If you have a 15-year-old boy, according to y'all, where he is in the cave, and let's say you're
According
Lex.
to us, it's the facts.
Listen, you're lucky he has a birthday episode. But this is now you talking like, and you're Lex, and the kid tells you, my girlfriend died. I just want to be in these caves. I'm not going to think of an alternative motive there, regardless of if I think you have superpowers. Your girlfriend really did show you these, and she really did die. I figured that would have been the end of it, but Lex, he never buys into it because Lex doesn't have emotions. He doesn't even believe that somebody could have an attachment, that there's always an alternative motive.
Yeah.
He can't even believe in true love.
He also doesn't believe anything Clark says because he saved him from that car in the
He's
first
still holding
episode.
that. Yeah.
But I feel
Which
like...
should have been impossible because he should have
And
done
I mean, the way he was drawn up, everyone has alternatives.
Hasn't Clark
alternative
earned
motives.
brownie points where Lex can let some things go?
Do you not know who Lex is, bro?
All I want, hold on. He lets everything go with his blind ass father, but he can't let it go with Clark.
Don't bring Lionel back, dude. We did not have him in this episode. We don't need to talk about him, okay?
Thank God.
So now we go back to the Talon, and we have
Oh,
Chloe
yeah, they're living
coming
together,
in.
right? I forgot about that.
And
Pillow fights all the time.
That's right.
already
Yeah,
she's...
full on sleepovers.
So here's the thing, though. So Chloe mentions how Lana's been avoiding her. But Lana's saying she's coping, and that's how she copes. What is she coping with? The
How
death
close
of Travis?
Yes.
The death of Travis.
really
Because
likes
she was so
Travis.
close to him, right?
So close to Travis.
So, yeah, I don't have an answer for this because my thought at first was, oh, it's because of the date with Clark. That's why she was trying to avoid it.
Oh,
But
no,
it
that's exactly why.
That is, but
her
that's-
But it wasn't in the morning, though. Whenever she was leaving the house and Chloe was saying, hey, I didn't see you in the morning. Clark asked her after she left the
good
house. So that wouldn't have
She's
been
being
a point.
serious.
To y'all's
Like,
point,
it's
that
Travis.
was actually Travis.
Oh,
Yes.
Interesting.
I'm actually agreeing with y'all.
Yeah, no.
But we
were
weren't
wrong.
saying that. We were saying
wrong.
that's her excuse, but that's her actual reason.
That's her.
She's
That's
actually
what I mean.
coping.
I don't know what her and Travis had.
Was
But
she wearing that
apparently it
earlier? I wasn't
something.
paying attention. Is this the next day, maybe?
It's not. It's
No,
the same
this
outfit.
is the same day.
Yeah, sure.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
She was just opening up to Talon. So,
Because remember, the date with Lana and Clark is tomorrow.
yeah. We haven't
So
finished
this
the day yet.
exactly. This would be the same day. Also, to your point, Zach, the time makes no sense in this episode. It blows my mind. On this, I can't wait to get into how late it is. It's got to be 5 a.m. at one point. But yes, they are now having the conversation with Chloe and with Lana, where
See, she's trying to get something out of her.
Yeah, Chloe's like, oh yeah, let's go to Metropolis tomorrow.
But
Let's
why
go
would she know?
shopping. My dad can
No, that's
let
why
us
I
get out
don't
of
think
school
people
early.
knew.
come on, you don't want to be able to avoid that. Don't make this weird. And Lana is even being a little awkward, though, saying,
She's
I
like,
would love to.
I'd love to, but I have plans with Clark tomorrow. And Chloe's like, what kind of plans? Okay, nosy.
All right, dude. All right, red flags.
Red flag. She's bothered.
Red flags are everywhere when it comes to this. And it's because, Chloe, Clark doesn't like you.
Nope.
Clark has
Which I would have
not...
chosen her. No.
Clark hasn't liked you for 15 episodes now.
He hasn't ever really liked her.
What am I missing, though, for her to have this type of reaction where once she asks, what are those plans, Lana comes out,
He asked me on a date.
wow, I thought you guys were giving up on the mating dance.
Mating.
She talks weird.
Mating.
She
She
always
definitely
has.
talks weird, bro.
And you love her for
I
it.
do love her.
I don't get
Mating.
it.
I loved her. I started loving her 5th season. Well,
She gets
that's
better.
Later.
Wait,
She
Vince
does
is
a
on
lot.
season 2 right now, and then you focus
She's
on
not
this story,
annoying.
damn it!
She's annoying in this. I was in love with Kyla.
I think, though, with Chloe being the way she has been this season, this is out of bounds. You should not even be asking.
Yeah.
I thought y'all were done with this. Chloe, it's been months. We both lost significant others. We're both healing with each other.
Yeah, and then it even becomes a thing because it's like now Lana notices that it is somewhat bothering her. And she's like, yeah, you still said yes, blah, blah, blah. It's like, look, Chloe, this is going to be weird. I'm like, shut up.
Which I respect that from Lana. That was really sweet for her to be honest and stuff. That was made me, yeah. She's a good choice.
And Chloe then goes, don't even worry. My feelings for Clark, they're ancient.
fossilized.
They're fossilized.
She
Dude,
talks weird.
Talks
Chloe,
weird.
please leave my establishment. Please leave.
I
have the right to refuse.
Yeah, I have the right to refuse service. to
I can
anyone.
refuse service to
She has a haircut of someone that would say, "Can I speak to your manager?"
Yeah, also,
Karen.
Yeah, she looks.
also, hey, I have a meeting. Do you want to go to it with me? She looks like that person, too.
And of course, Chloe's like
Could go
obviously
off.
lying that the feelings for Clark are still there.
I get
She's
it
like,
now.
still go with the date, do it, and it's like, Lana, how does it really care how
Doesn't
I feel?
matter.
I mean, you're gonna do what you want to do. Do what you want to do.
I do have a question though for all of you three.
Thank
Well,
you.
that's good.
Why, when it comes to Chloe, with her reaction of, "Oh, well, you should definitely do it. I mean, I would if I was in your shoes." That was a little bit, I don't
That
know,
was-
backhanded. There
that-
just seemed more to that than just, "I really want you to go."
I mean, the more-
because it'll make you happy. It wasn't that simple. It
more-
had to be a play on words with her.
But the more to it, I mean, it's
she
just like
talks
that. That clearly shows that she is still into him. Like,
Well,
if
no.
I was you, I,
I
would
think
do it.
she thought she was over it until
Yeah,
this
that's a good
happened,
point.
and then it brought her back to where like she wasn't expecting it. Now she's trying to be cool, but her first reaction is like, "I don't want this to happen,"
That's true.
and I didn't
Back of the
realize
head.
that I didn't want this to happen until just now.
They did not clean
like
the
that.
air.
Yeah, they did not.
They
yeah,
said,
they were like, I'm
"Glad we
glad we
cleared
could
the
clear
air."
the air. Also, we've cleared the air like 3 times now.
She's
and
a good mouth actress.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
All her acting is a lot in the mouth.
I don't know.
I like that take.
You know what? Hold on. That is going to be a foreshadowing for what is coming in this episode. So everybody stay tuned.
So we get to the
Here's
Ken
your buddy.
house. We get to the
Buddy,
Ken
there he
house.
is.
Oh, this is great. This is great.
This is
this
actually
is good parenting.
this is a-
Why are you yelling at me already? I haven't done anything. I haven't said anything. What is going on?
At least he didn't leave him.
All right. Lots of tension here.
I didn't say anything.
We're at the Ken house. The parents are
There's no
going
tension in the
through.
Ken house. It's horrible.
We're going through ideas of how to pay for Clark's college if he goes. I didn't understand that
couple
comment.
years.
Like, oh, I don't know if you're gonna go to college. It's like, why?
I think
Because
it's
he might
because
stay home and
On the
be a
farm,
farmer.
yeah.
well,
He might stay on the farm.
Clark, you know I can't run this farm forever.
And they don't have farm hands,
Yeah,
which most farms
because they paid them in bread and they all
Yeah,
quit.
they fired Earl a long time ago.
But their finances are on track.
They are on
What
track now
reward?
because
Yeah,
of Martha.
Martha,
For
thank
sure.
God, with
For
her
sure.
3 jobs.
For sure. The Luthers probably cover all of that.
But of course, so basically,
Well, they got a phone call from the principal.
Reynolds, Principal Reynolds, and it's the same issue since we first met him. Clark was late. He's been chronically late.
And he said he wasn't going to let him slide with it either, though. So I'm actually kind of feeling Reynolds. I'm not going to lie to you. I think he's a great principal where he is truly calling the kids. And what I love is even John's
I
comment.
think he's racist.
What? What is going on?
You know what's crazy though is that like he did to your
You don't see him pick on Pete,
Hold on.
Ooh.
But it's because Pete didn't even show up to school. So
No.
and he's
Hey.
fine.
the Rosses are. They have a judge in the family. They are
Yeah, I didn't-
And
pristine in
they've been in that the
town.
school forever. The brothers.
Yeah,
he has
they're
older
not
brothers.
expecting much from Pete because he's probably just going to join their law firm later on down the road. His life is set. That's why he already has
Stretchy
his
powers
third
all of a
car.
sudden.
And dude, you know, to your point
okay.
though, I think he did let it slide a bit for the lateness because now after he's been chronically late, he made the call and said, "Hey, your son's been late a lot. I told him once. This is my second time now."
What I love though is that John was like, yeah, he even thought that it was a big farmer issue going on over
He's like,
here.
he called us like, "Is there something going on there?" It's like,
Smart, that's-
"You got another broken leg, John?"
Don't
Yeah,
argue with
broken
Literally,
leg.
Clark, as soon as, because John says like, "I don't want you anywhere
You're
else
grounded."
after school."
And he said, "No,
You
Dad,
come
but
here."
don't argue with
Yeah,
me."
immediately he's like, "Don't argue with me."
But the best thing about this is, no, Dad, ground me tomorrow. Please ground me tomorrow, right now. You cannot
give me
ground me
that
right
tomorrow.
now.
He's
He's
such
like-
a good
Yeah,
kid.
he's like, "Look, it's
I'll
perfectly
take the
reasonable. I
grounding."
get it. I'll be grounded tomorrow, but I got a date.
Yeah, no.
I got a date." And
then-
even Martha's like,
what
"John,
is
you
it?
gotta
No,
let
no,
me
wait,
know."
what is
Because they
it?
go, wait, what do you mean you got a date? Who's it with?
With
It's with
Lana.
Lana. Martha just turned around. John.
And John didn't believe it. A study date?
John is even like,
You have to.
he's like, "Ah." And I love this because he's like, "All right, as long as you get your homework done
And
chores.
chores.
and your chores,
My
my chores,
My
technically,
chores.
before you leave the house, you're good."
He said,
you got
okay,
it.
They
thanks,
remind me of
Mom.
my parents. That's why I like
Actually,
them so
that
much.
was probably the best line for me in this episode. If you want me to really get like on the sympathetic, adorable thing with Jonathan and him, I love that he said thanks, Mom.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
that
He
was
knows,
actually a
yes,
family
yes.
thing where I go, that was cute. Clark.
Yeah.
You got me on that one. But yes, Jonathan
They're
did
adorable
take
family.
No, they are not. Maybe
at
for a
them.
5-second period where we can't see how Jonathan truly acts. You want to see a whole day with him? You don't. But yes, it was a very adorable scene where Jonathan and Martha
Kryptonite belt.
both acknowledge, okay.
And even as he walks out the door, he's like, "Can you tell Pete to stop doing donuts in the
Yeah.
cornfield?"
What
He's
an
scaring the
asshole.
cattle.
What an asshole.
Who? John or
No,
Pete?
Pete.
Yeah,
Yes.
Pete.
He's
Well, it's-
doing donuts in
Now-
your yard.
Because he's a cornfield. Their livelihood.
Yeah.
Where they make
Their
their money.
income. Their income.
It's
Hold
the
on.
adrenaline.
I just thought of this. Y'all don't think that he's doing those turns in order to make crop circles in order to then tell people, look at the aliens, everybody?
Oh.
That's a good idea.
Because he's the douchebag right now, right?
Later,
Yeah, that's good.
And also, Pete doesn't live close by, so he's really going out of his way.
Yeah, that's what I
Well,
mean.
we also know he doesn't know where he's going. He drives into the middle of town and then heads back after he has a conversation with. How did you know Clark was going to be reading a newspaper while walking on the street?
I just saw it. He's making crop circles. He's
I
a
think that's
bigger
great.
piece of crap.
What a dick.
What a dick.
Oh, man.
That makes me love him even more.
Yeah, that's awesome.
And so we go to the mansion, and we
this
actually
guy?
see
Where have I
Frederick
seen this guy
Walden, the
before?
doctor, the doctor from the book that Lex saw in Clark's bag. And of course, Lex got him to the mansion,
And
kind of inquiring about his services. He wants him to come check out the cave.
you know, Walden says, listen, like what I told your assistant, no, I'm glad that you paid me in order to come have a face-to-face meeting with you.
He
Kansas?
covered his weekly rate. He covered his weekly rate.
And one day,
Woo!
in order for him to come
Yeah.
and to have a conversation with them. That's the only reason why Walden did, but he's like, I'm going to Chile tomorrow. I don't have time for you.
Chili's.
Go away. Lex goes, you know what?
He said Chili's.
I don't think he said Chili's.
He's
This
going-
is Lex
I'm
going.
to Chili's tomorrow.
He is going to
so
Perry's to have a steak. How dare you say
I
he's
really
going to
love
He's
the
hitting
baby
up
back
the-
ribs.
He's
What does he
hitting up-
love? The strawberry lemonade? I
He
buy
did.
that.
He's hitting up the happy hour at Chili's.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
Tuesdays have good deals.
Oh,
The
Half price,
margaritas.
happy-
Get the
happy hour.
margaritas.
yeah, Lex is looking for a good deal. Kiss my ass.
And so even Lex hands him a check. Frederick Walden just tears it up in front of him. He's like, I don't care about your money. I just don't have the time. I'm not interested. I don't care what you have, Lex. But what does he show him now?
You know that's what actually turned on Lex, being like, you are my guy.
He's like,
Turned on?
Oh, so you're committed.
No, it
What's the
did.
name of the episode?
Horny.
And so Lex shows him the pictures of the cave paintings, and now
Walden,
he's interested because
yes.
this is his area. Hieroglyphics, cave paintings, things like this. He's all
He
for
wrote
it.
the books.
And it's like at this point, it's like,
Who
damn,
wrote
I don't
the
care
books?
about money for sure. I'm all about this now. And so, cuts to the torch. Cuts to the torch. Oh wait, I actually want to point a fun fact with Frederick Walden.
Oh, please
Rob
do.
LaBelle,
Yeah.
the actor, he was in Watchmen, man.
Wally Weaver.
Wally.
I was
Weaver,
just about to
that's
look
right.
it up. We were just
I was like,
researching.
he looked familiar. I was
Watchmen.
trying to remember where he was from.
He's in Watchmen. He plays Dr. Manhattan's like best friend,
That's right.
scientist,
That's
associate,
right.
before he turned Dr. Manhattan.
Schneider truly got every reoccurring character for like 2 episodes.
Well, he
onto
hires
his
most of
Or onto his
people from
movies.
Canada, and most
And that's
of the
where it's-
actors are
And this
from
is where it's
Canada.
mostly. We've already established that.
Because Man of
Vancouver,
Steel,
man.
Man of Steel, he did the same thing. There's a lot of Smallville actors in there, and it's because it's from Canada.
So you're saying that
It's
he's
cheap labor.
racist. He only wants Canadians.
Yes, he hates
Yes.
Americans.
He hates
It's what it is.
Americans.
So we come to the torch, and we have Clark.
Going out
Yeah.
to Chloe being like, hey, have you been able to see Pete? Chloe is pissed. And Chloe is really
This is so
looking
good.
for what she wants, which is for Clark to tell her the truth. But she says, no, I haven't seen him.
Drama.
Walks away from him. I love the drama. Clark is like, you know what? I haven't seen anything
Maybe
since
he
Travis
feels
is dead.
guilty about Travis, so he's just taking time on his own. He skipped school. I don't know.
But Chloe even says there, because you try to save Travis, that's maybe why he's upset and why he hasn't been around. When did he try to save
didn't try.
Travis?
I
He
think-
was right next to Chloe when he said, "Hey, get down!
Is that saving Travis?
I think
Hey, get down, buddy!
I think the whole saving
No,
thing
no.
is coming
oh
from
no,
him trying
don't
to.
do it.
Do a flip.
You're so far.
I mean, he was trying, I think it was the whole thing. He was trying to stop the rave. So if he had stopped the rave, he would have saved.
He didn't even make the phone call. Chloe told him no.
You don't agree with her, but you see what she's trying to say.
Yeah, I see what she's.
She's rationalizing because, of course, that's not why he's acting that way.
I don't even think that's
She's
like
a
a logical
journal-
thing.
but
No,
she's-
because he didn't say
Look,
anything.
we
She
both
has a
know.
wall of weird, so she looks at all different avenues.
All right, guys.
Also-
you want to be the narc? You want to be the guy that
Wait.
ruins the party? You call 911.
Look, she really doesn't care about
Suicide
this
hotline.
conversation.
No, no.
Real fast? This guy looks like he's about to jump. Oh, never mind. He jumps. All right. I forgot that.
3 feet.
She
Oh,
doesn't.
man.
She doesn't
Oh,
care.
he's not that high actually. He should be fine.
He'll be fine.
Oh no, he is dead.
I just called. He's actually dead. He's actually dead. My bad.
Wasn't a false alarm.
Look,
I thought I was wrong.
I wouldn't take anything she says seriously because she doesn't care about this conversation. She's
Nope,
pissed.
she doesn't at all.
Fair.
Different people deal with grief in different ways.
Yeah. Any big plans for the weekend?
And so what she said completely switches the topic.
Yes.
Hey, Clark, any big plans this
And he
weekend?
doesn't respond.
And he doesn't. He's like,
So is today Friday?
He doesn't even say anything. And no,
Yeah.
today's not Friday. It has to be
Well,
Thursday.
weekend, and then got any plans for the
any
weekend?
big plans for the
It's
weekend?
today,
That's Friday.
right?
It is
It's
Friday.
today.
So it is
Count
Friday.
Friday.
Okay.
Friday.
Again, guys, I'm sorry, but the time still doesn't make sense.
Dude, the time definitely doesn't make sense. Where did we have finally go to the Talon? We had time to go to the Talon.
Remember, this is all one day
Well,
that we're
'cause he
still on
wakes up
there.
early
We're
in the
dirt
morning.
biking in
He
the
wakes up
morning.
early in the morning.
It's gonna get worse
I know.
too. With
Your
the
farmer's
time.
got
Because
that early
farm,
schedule.
and then Talon has to wake up.
But Pete is
to
dirt
get up.
biking on the Talon downtown.
We don't know what Pete's doing. I don't know if he even slept that
No,
day.
he did not
I don't even
That's
think he
true. What if
slept
he
that
didn't even
day.
sleep?
You don't sleep on Rush.
That's on
drugs.
Rush.
On Rush.
Yeah.
I like that.
You ever
I
did
like
Rush, man? You don't sleep on Rush.
And Clark,
You got a dirt bike when you have a dirt bike.
and Clark doesn't sleep at all because we know that at 4 a.m. he has a cemetery watch, so he's got to make
That's
sure he
right.
has to be out
He
there
didn't
on
sleep,
time.
no.
He's got to make sure Byron's not up to no good.
Byron.
But
Why
of
did-
course,
why
with
did Clark lie?
No, he
No, he didn't lie.
No,
Yeah.
why didn't he? Why
Because
didn't
she
he?
knew he knew. He knew
Then
she
why-
knew.
then why
She
didn't he
knew
say it?
this was a test.
And he didn't want to.
This
It's
was a
scary.
test
You
to
gotta
see.
tell this to me.
It's scary.
Because I don't know what it is, like what Chloe's wanting out of this. Because it's a test to see if he's going to be honest with her. But why does she need that? Why does she
Because
need him to
they've
say?
talked about.
Yeah.
I don't know how many times they've said no secrets between us. We're friends, you know.
That's
there's
true.
No secrets.
That's
true.
fair, but we know that she's not doing this because of being a friend.
No.
She is then using that as a manipulation to...
This is journalist Chloe.
Yeah, exactly. This
And also-
no, this is actually high school teen Chloe.
High school
Because
teen,
his
sorry, yeah,
feelings.
you're right.
Journalist, woman,
No, girl.
manipulative.
But to answer your
Girl,
question,
yes, you're right.
Clark didn't answer because he's scared of her.
It's weird saying Clark.
It's just
by the
weird.
way.
So, because you're not.
I keep thinking you're talking about my son.
Brad.
What did Clark do? Yeah, I'm
Brag.
sorry. I got two sons. Don't worry about it.
Clark and Jonathan.
I don't
Maybe you know them.
I don't sleep at night. Don't worry about it.
But yes, no, that's where I was a little bit bothered because to all of what we're trying to say is that Chloe knows. So why isn't that good enough where she needs Clark to say it, where him not saying anything should say it all, but yet it still pisses her off.
Yep, and she's pissed, and even Clark notices. He definitely notices. So he even just changes
He's
the subject.
like,
She's also
I'm
good.
not dealing with this right now.
She's gonna be mad no matter what.
And I will
Yeah.
say,
If he was on.
Chloe actually answers his questions, not really being a brat about it, I guess, in a sense, because normally she would.
No, she completely would, where Clark is now even asking, well, do you think that they found drugs in Travis's system? And this is where we get the resemblance of the previous.
Yeah, because there was multiple people who were affected like Travis, and they kept doing things.
2 other students.
Yeah.
One of them took... Okay, you guys got to explain this to me. All right, so sorry to have to pause it. Chloe then explains that, well, it turns out Travis wasn't the only one.
You're okay.
It was because one of the students then did a swan dive into a lake. What
Yeah.
does that mean?
A pool. A pool.
A pool?
Yeah, he swan dived into a pool, not a lake.
So they died that way?
Yeah, because it was head first.
Oh, it's probably high up, too.
Did it say empty pool or just
They
pool?
just said
pool.
lake, I thought.
No, they said pool.
And then...
Okay, then maybe head hurt.
But-
head trauma.
That makes
It's
sense.
But yes,
trauma.
and then
And
the
then
other one
someone
The car.
basically
car,
crashed
yes.
a car
Into
and
a tree.
Yeah.
A Corolla.
And what they are saying is that it's the adrenal gland that seems to be reacting where
It's like heightened to where it's nothing but pure adrenaline just going into you all at once. Almost like the Nicodemus flower
Well,
from
there's-
last season,
well, what
where
they
the
say-
inhibitions are gone.
is that it's like deteriorating. The adrenal gland is like evaporating, where then they're having to rush in order to kind of get it back.
It's like crank.
Yes,
Oh, yeah.
yes, that's
It's
a
the
great
same
way
You
to
gotta
put it.
keep the
Yes.
adrenaline up,
And then
otherwise
die.
We had
you'll
to
die.
have
Boom.
sex
That
to-
is the best way to
I
put it.
like that.
Yeah.
I also I want to add before you. Travis must be really important because 2 other students
No.
died.
College students.
Oh, they were college students.
Well,
At least one of them.
One of them was
small
a
community
high school
college.
though.
It wasn't
no,
one.
no,
yeah.
no
One was
one's
a different high school.
No name. No one's bringing it up. The counselor's not talking to anybody about that one.
Well, and what's weird too is that in the newspaper, Travis was the only picture
Big
that was on the
picture.
front cover.
So
I know, and we had
Travis
other ones
must
that
have
were-
a big dick.
Or hold on, let's go back to your
This is
earlier
a family
point here.
show.
Travis was packing, brother.
Travis was white.
Oh, a white male with
There it
money,
is.
probably.
Smallville's racist.
Michael and Tom, if you're hearing
Yeah,
this,
we're
we're on to
things
you.
to answer
We're
for.
on to you and the show.
But thanks for listening.
Yeah, seriously, thanks for listening. We love you.
But yes, so now
So
Clark
much.
is having to go, you know what? All right, Chloe, I'm going to have to get out of here. I don't want to continue this conversation anymore. I know you're being weird, so I'll see you later. I got to go find Pete. Clark is not going to find Pete. Instead, he is now going to the talent in order to see Lana.
Oh my, okay. Dude, he goes to the Talon and he sees Pete across the street like, yo, Clark! And he's on top of a Jeep, which now I can confidently say, is this not 3 feet above the ground?
That's 5 feet.
5 at most?
Yeah.
Probably?
Yeah.
Okay. And it's like, he's just dancing on the hood of it, and Clark's like, yo, Pete, get down from there, bro, you're gonna hurt yourself. It's like,
Hold on, I do it. That's not his. Is that his Jeep?
No.
Yes, his mom's a lawyer. She has money. She's a judge,
I'm
right?
not even gonna lie to
She's a
you.
judge.
I thought Jesse here. I thought
They
that
have
was
money.
his Jeep
There's
too.
no way that's his Jeep.
I thought it was his too. I thought he just got
They
it.
have money.
That's what I
I
thought.
thought he pulled a red kryptonite and just maxed out his parachute.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm with both of the brothers here, and we don't agree, Joseph. You are the single one here on your own island.
That's not his car, because you know why? Because he doesn't care. It's Pete right now.
He just
Think
took the
you know
car?
what I mean? The man ruined
No, it
someone's
makes
groceries.
sense. It makes
That's what I'm
sense.
saying.
He ruined someone's groceries, bro.
He doesn't care about the car, which is why he just went and bought another one because it's a toy to him. And he bought a Jeep this time around.
He loves his vehicles.
Look,
That's
man.
what I mean. Hold on. I know what you're saying. I'm just
But at the
saying
same
this
time-
kind of goes on with the Pete being rich.
Pete is rich.
But then we don't see this car again, right?
No, we don't.
Yeah,
and
'cause
we
it's
do
not
see a car
his.
later.
But
And we
it's-
see his car.
But don't worry, it's because Pete forgot
He
about
has
it.
like an
Remember
old-
that. Remember what this does with the
He has
parasite.
like the classic
No.
mobile.
I
at
think
his
I would,
parents'.
Joe. I would.
He
Joe,
has like the
I
classic
think that.
mobile, bro. That's not his Jeep. I promise you.
Yeah, I think I would. Because then they bring the car back, and it's a big focal point at the end of the season or series.
If
So,
I have-
what is this episode?
If I have superpowers and, I can just hit somebody's forehead and knock them out, you know what I'm going to do whenever Pete's not listening to me when I say, get your ass over here? I'm going to go speed over there, knock you in the forehead, and then take you to the
But
hospital.
see, the thing, it kind of goes back to the point.
Can't-
Like,
you can't
what
hit him
if?
too much.
What
That's a
if he
hate crime.
actually if he gets
and
knocked out?
also-
What happens?
He's
Like,
one head trauma
Yeah.
away.
What if
from
actually, if he
bringing
did
him-
knock him out, it's going to be pointless because the adrenaline is still rushing. He has to wake up immediately.
You can
Or
see that.
second, he can't fall asleep or he'll die.
I also
Yeah.
think he's one head trauma away from being a vegetable.
For sure. And it's
That's
a hate
true.
crime.
All right, fine. I'm gonna agree with all of these points except for maybe the hate crime one, but I'm gonna agree with all of them because it'll tie in a little bit later on here. But I also then have a question on how they were able to do it later on.
Also,
And so-
he's 15. He doesn't think clearly.
I hate that excuse. We use
No,
it
no, no.
every
It's
episode.
not an excuse.
But
Tell
listen,
me,
it
you're
makes
thinking
sense
clearly at
because
15.
this is why also this show because
Every
I was in
episode.
high school. I was in elementary school then high school when I was watching this show, so I relate with a lot of these things, and I was
No,
not
you
smart.
get it, bro. We weren't thinking clearly
We
at
were
15 years
not
old.
thinking
No,
clearly.
we were not.
What Pete decides to do, though, is to then say, you're not going to come over here, and if you think that you're going to, guess what I'm going to do? Wait for the Greyhound bus to then pull up. I'm going to stand in front of it. Clark saved me. Clark does. Where then Pete's like, that's what I'm talking about. That bus driver didn't even try to stop.
No.
He just zoomed by and goes, you know what? Look at this kid just dancing around.
And of course, Pete's like, dude, if you touch me again,
I'm gonna
I
tell
will
people
tell
you're-
everyone you're an
Well,
alien.
first of all,
Also, everyone saw him speed.
Yeah. Clark goes, you know what? I don't believe you. Yanks on his arm. Pete immediately goes, oh,
You're an alien. You're an alien.
and then no one believed Pete until they see this 6 foot something guy. Oh no!
You mean
Freaking
the
out.
best poker face anyone has ever
Oh,
seen
no.
in their life? Because all you have to say is this guy's drunk.
What is he talking about?
This guy doesn't notice he's
Oh,
crazy.
you
didn't say a
Oh, no,
thing.
you didn't say anything. He
I wouldn't
speaks
even
for
say
himself.
anything
Make a
because the way
face.
Clark reacts
Yeah.
with like being awkward, that's what's giving it away.
Well, and people
Like,
just saw him speed.
I, was like,
why
I
not?
still don't believe
Why
that
not
guy's an
just,
alien
like-
because that doesn't make any sense. But he's hiding something because he's making a lot of weird faces.
yeah, it's like why not just chase after Pete's like, sorry everyone, he's drunk.
He's drunk.
Sorry.
He-
Clark
yeah.
could even smile and be like, yeah, it's not a big deal.
It's an inside joke.
But who are those people? They're not going to care. What are they going to say? I saw an alien today.
Well,
Do anything?
instead, people would follow him, though, or ask questions at this point.
Or
Because
he
when
would get
somebody
lost.
is asked.
And he's also probably very gun shy because of the whole the journalist.
By the way,
Yeah, for
so
sure.
I also just want to
Richard
keep
Nixon.
going on this idea, guys. Pete
Nixon.
immediately jumped in
His
on the
name was
bus.
Nixon.
Clark wasn't able to save him. Pete then ran away saying, my friend's an alien. This is still all the same day.
Yeah, no, we're at nighttime
and
now.
it's
nighttime.
Hey, but Clark
It's
did
nighttime.
mention to Pete, it's like, hey, something's wrong with you. We need to get you to the hospital. Something happened to you at the cave. So that's what really sparked that whole thing.
What
So-
time is it?
So
right
now it has to be like close to 11, maybe even midnight at this point.
It has to be.
I would say midnight. Whatever. They don't have curfews apparently. And so we have Chloe and Clark
So
going
right
to
now,
the cave
or-
now.
No, right now, because this is still same day where they, after the bus incident, after the Pete incident.
So the bus, do you think it's midnight, or you think that was like maybe
No, I think it's
7
No, I
o'clock?
think that at that
7,
point was
8
probably
o'clock.
like 7, between 7 and 9.
The Flapjack
Well,
store was
having
shop
to
was
then
still
go
open
and-
right next
The
door.
Flapjack
Yeah, there was a Flapjack.
Yeah,
right
I know.
next to it.
I put it on my notes. I'd love to go.
Yeah,
Why
no
don't
one
they go
ever
to the
goes to the
Flapjack?
Flapjack.
Dude, yeah, they
In-
had jitters, and then they had they have the talent. It's like, why are we not going to the Flapjacks?
Right next door.
They have the salon.
And then the haircut. Yeah, they do fresh cuts.
Having to then go.
He changed his shirt.
Thank you for pointing
Got
that
buttoned
out.
up. He had the blue most of the day.
So now that we have a change of shirt.
I don't know about her though. I only keep track of what the guys wear.
No, this is what he was. Is it red? Is it a red? 'Cause
She's wearing
no.
red,
That's
but
different.
She is.
That is different.
So
She is
then,
dressed differently.
is this next morning?
Nah.
This
Wait.
could be-
No, because he was supposed to go out tonight, wasn't he?
No, he's supposed to go out tomorrow.
night.
Tomorrow.
That was
It was
all one
Saturday.
day.
No, this is the same day, but he's wearing the same thing. She's not.
She's
No, he's not.
No, he is?
No.
Wait.
Hold
He was
on.
wearing a blue, like sweater.
No, he's wearing the same thing.
guys.
No.
Wait, no.
It's
a
a
big sweater,
This
remember?
shirt is
And that he was
different.
wearing that the entire day because I really like that shirt.
Okay.
I was looking at.
I didn't
it.
like that
liked
shirt.
it.
That's
Alright.
why I know.
So
like
it's
this
different
one.
clothes. So
This one.
this is the next morning.
I would say it's the next morning.
because she was wearing like a red jacket. She was wearing red
She
earlier.
was. She was wearing like a darker
Yeah,
red,
right.
but like,
It's,
yeah.
it's the next morning. I
How
agree
do
with
we
you.
have the time? Like, what on
This is
earth? Do we wake up at
nuts.
5 a.m.?
He
like,
does. He
what?
has to for the farm.
It's like, what can I get
But-
done?
Which at the
in
same time, if I
3
had
hours
superpowers, I
before
would not
school?
wake up at 5.
He doesn't sleep.
Well, and when
No, I'd believe that because I mean,
Why would
She's
you?
up. She loves caffeine, so she's.
well, Chloe and Clark are now inside the cave. We have this is next day. We're calling next morning.
Next morning.
And now Chloe's like,
It's
what are
also
we even?
Saturday.
It is Saturday. I'll call it Saturday morning.
This is kind of reasonable too. If it's a Saturday, okay.
And let's
fine.
say it's 8, 9. We
No,
don't even have
we're
to
gonna say
it's
6 a.m.
6
No.
a.m.
Let's say 6.
Because it
Yeah.
doesn't have to be before.
No, I'm gonna say 7. I'm gonna say
school.
7. 6 is way too
I'm
early.
gonna say 9:30.
I'll say 11.
6 or 5 is the time they're waking up.
We'll call it 9.
I like 9.
So now whenever we're inside of the cave, Chloe's saying, what are we even doing here? Clark is in having to explain, this is when Pete became weird. This was the last time that we were here. Chloe turns, why do you think that it would be here then? Well, I have a reporter friend that sometimes tells me to act on my intuition. She immediately says, oh my God, that's so adorable. I will help you.
Yep.
What a flirt.
Turned on. And so, yeah, she digs into
Which
the
is
little
dumb.
crevice of the cave where
You gonna
Pete-
stick your hand
never
in there,
do that.
guys?
Like, why would you do that? Like, you see this little parasite, and I know you see some type of green reflection there.
There you go.
So when it comes
So-
to now Walden sneaking up
Or not.
behind Chloe,
Yeah.
being like, what do you think you're doing
Dr.
here?
Walden's here, and so,
Thanks.
yeah, Chloe's turned around, and then she gets bit by the parasite this time. And, of course, immediately she's like,
Instantly.
yeah,
it's-
I'm fine.
What
It's
I
like-
love is that Walden's like, why don't you find somewhere else to make out, whore?
That's basically kind of what he said on Jaw, bro. Like, straight
Chloe
up.
proves him right by then saying, I don't need my jacket anymore.
Even Clark's like, oh, you're Dr. Walden. I've been reading your book, blah, blah, blah. And Dr. Walden's like, I hate you, kid. Please get away from me.
His response, I have written a lot of books, idiot.
Yeah. Oh, you just started reading? Did you? Did you just start reading?
What type of reaction?
Hey, Lex, get your boy. Get your boy, dog. So anyway, so yeah.
No, he really does it. I
Walden
didn't know
does
there
suck.
was guided
You know what's
tours.
even crazy is that I do like that they finally got Walden because he does actually become a reoccurring character for like the rest of the season. He's like Dr.
Yeah.
Hamilton at
Yeah.
this point.
All right, and not to, again, do a spoiler foreshadowing here, but when it comes to Walden, I do think he's a total dick until
Yeah.
I see his operation. Because right now, Walden is like, I don't need the guest tours. I don't need the people around here. Zach is making out with the blow-up Spider-Man in my
It's
room.
upside down.
You
What
would
was I
want to do
supposed
that
do?
whole-
I almost walked earlier.
No,
I
You
was
are
like,
Mary
wait till I
Jane.
get
You are Mary Jane.
Oh,
No, Marvel.
You're right. This
Oh, yeah,
is DC only.
But yes.
Bug
no,
Boy. It was the Bug Boy from this season.
Oh my God. That's
Boy.
episode 2.
I miss
for
that
God's sake.
guy. I miss that guy.
Walden, though, is still saying, listen, if you want me to work for here, my
don't-
staff can't have some
No
type of high
one
school
is
kid.
allowed on my work site, man.
Which is reasonable.
If you're unhappy with my method, I can take my first flight to Chili's.
Thank you.
Hold on.
Deal.
Another question. Did y'all think that Lex would then tell Walden to kind of screw off? Like,
Yeah,
go
I would.
to hell.
Yeah.
That's what I thought he would do too.
And what does he say here? He tells Clark. He looks at Clark. He's like, Clark. I'm sorry, Clark. You gotta. I mean, he's like one of the most powerful and most respected linguists. You gotta respect his method.
I helped you find him.
Yeah.
What do you mean you're kicking
That's
me
true.
out? I helped you.
And I love this. Yeah.
Took off her jacket.
Yeah. Took off her jacket. Chloe's up on the rock wall like Kyla was.
Spider monkey over
And
here.
then Walden's like, "Hey, get down from there. It's only like about 5 feet high."
Walden grabs her camera and is like, "Hey, did you take some photos of this?" Okay, this is really inappropriate.
This is now.
Very
You are literally
inappropriate.
touching my property, sir.
Yeah, and I want to also say this to you. Kiss my ass.
Yes. Chloe says, "Kiss my ass."
Lex then checks out a 15-year-old girl and is way too impressed by her.
Even Walden's checking her out.
This
Might be
is-
checking out Clark too. I don't know.
Walden's checking out Clark.
Yeah.
Going back after they walk out of the cave,
Go to
we're
the
now
barn.
back to the Clint barn, or Clark barn, Kent barn. This is now Clint
Clint
barn.
No marble.
I like Clint.
Yeah,
I
the
like
Clint
Clint.
barn. There
The
it is.
Clint barn.
Oh my God, Taylor, bro, this scene.
Hold on, unannounced, right?
Oh, severely unannounced. We have Pete just literally hop out like it's a segment, like it's a skit. Oh, hey Clark!
He really thought he was a
It's
part
like
of a
he
musical
literally
number.
popped out like it was Joker on Batman, bro. Like, it's like, oh, hey Clark!
What was he
First
gonna
thing you do
play?
is play CD.
Why did your dad call my parents?
Yeah, he is
It's gonna be like
creepy.
all about like fun, but nope, it's all about
And
how
I
you
love
try to get you in trouble.
this because even Clark's like, Pete, calm down. Pete, calm down. He mocks him, bro.
For a guy who's all about secrets, you sure worrying about other people's privacy.
Hey, facts though. Like I can't disagree there, bro.
Everyone
Clark's
makes
very
that
invasive.
argument.
This is all right. I want to know another question, but I want to know if Pete has a point. Clark then does an X-ray. Pete's offended.
Yeah.
Would y'all be offended if your friend X-rayed you?
Yeah.
No, I'd be.
I think
I'd
I
be
would
flattered.
be okay with it too.
I'd be flattered.
I mean, what are you looking at?
Yeah, you want to know what's underneath?
Oh, permission.
It's like, dude, just ask me to
Ask
take my
permission.
clothes off.
Yeah.
Just ask me to take my clothes off.
I'm like Lana. All you had to do is
Yeah.
ask.
Oh, it was not
And
easy.
this is where he
Oh,
draws the
yeah,
line too.
Yes.
So he's like, dude, don't remember? Do you not remember? I know your secret. I know your weakness too. And he pulls out the green kryptonite, man.
He's like, you need
Sorry,
to stay
green
away
meteor
from me.
rock. We haven't been
meteor
labeled
rock, yeah.
kryptonite.
He hasn't
yet.
called it kryptonite yet. Yeah.
Not yet.
Not yet. And so yeah, I got green meteor rock, and it's like back off if you
Mineral
know what's
rock.
good for you, Clark. And then Clark's even like, how could you do this to me, Pete?
Pete runs away right now and is like, listen, I don't want to hear another word from you. Stay away from my family. Clark then says, no, Pete, come back. Pete runs up. Did you say another word? And opens the box.
Dude, his reaction is like, are you talking again? Please, do you not see what I have? And I love how he just runs away. He's like, like,
plays
oh,
Pete?
Clark's gonna get
What's his name?
me.
Sam Jones the third.
He's loving this.
Oh,
scene.
dude,
he's
let me
overacting.
tell you right now,
He's
these
all into
actors
it.
shine when it's time
They
to
love
flip
it.
the
When
role.
They
do
love
their
it.
best.
No,
You're
yeah.
exactly
No,
Tom
when they
Welling. You
Tom
forget how much of a
Welling.
good actor he is. When
I'll
he's
tell you
bad.
what,
Chloe
Yeah, no.
playing herself.
Lana,
Allison.
it's funny.
I've told him this before too.
Yes.
Tom Welling, like
Loved, yeah.
he's actually a good villain, bro. If he actually really tried, he'd be great.
Before he gets his script. So we're doing Red Kryptonite, right, guys?
Yeah.
Red Kryptonite this week, right?
Yeah,
guys?
I'm sure when he gets in the room, it's like, hey, we're actually doing the opposite of what you usually do. So
Yeah, he's fantastic.
do how you want to prepare. It's like, oh, so I don't need this. I don't need
No
the script.
rules.
I don't need the script. So yeah, so that happens. We go back to the cave, and now we have
This is my
Walden's
point for
operation.
Walden, though.
We have Walden's operation.
When
in the
he
cave.
first said, I go, okay, Walden's being a douchebag. Now that we're on to see his operation, I go, Walden's the real deal.
Yeah.
He's got team of Ghostbusters in here.
You can't have high school kids running around
You're
where
right.
Lex immediately storms in. Is like, I got your call. What's going on? Walden is so giddy. Well, I got something for you. Shows him the biggest parasite I've ever seen
Dude,
in
that
my
thing is
life.
disgusting,
He
bro.
goes in their body.
Yeah, and he
They
tells
Yeah,
say
goes
it's
in-
a syringe hole in the back of their neck. That thing is bigger than a log. It's ginormous.
Yeah, but still fangs, like, they still are pretty small, though. Like,
How would it fit in the
Or
back of
hold
your
on,
neck?
I don't know if they touched this because what was in Pete was not that big.
No, it was that big.
Was it that
well, it's
big?
like the same thing that.
No,
bit
when
him,
they
you know what I mean?
showed
Like,
what's inside the Pete,
Well,
it's truly
okay.
that.
I think it's the point where it's
I think
like,
it's the same size.
I'm thinking of more of the line of like Alien, like it's the face huggers almost.
I
Like-
was thinking
like
that it was
they
bit,
put something in there,
almost
and
like
it's
impregnated,
small, then it grows.
and it grows in you.
But see, that's why it
That's
kind of
smart.
confused me
That
when
makes more
And
sense.
Chloe
then
put
in
her
one-
hand in there and like jerked it away with the goo, thinking like it stung her. And
No,
at
she didn't
first I
sting her.
thought it was a sting when it came to the worm. Once I find it's their body and I see how huge it is, I go, okay, how big's a hole in their neck then?
I think it's that. I think it's
That makes
I think
A
it's
bite,
really it's small, but still like they're
I
putting
think they
like
have a lifespan, and
So you're
they're
saying it
ready
gets
to
bigger while it's inside.
Yeah,
Yes.
they put like a little
Okay,
seed in with
alright.
like the venom, whatever
it's
you
like
want.
those
see
foam
it.
It's kind
Alright.
of like
Those foam dinosaurs. You know, you throw them in water and they just get big.
or a baby. Is what I was going.
Yeah, we're saying the same thing.
It's like a chia pet.
Or a baby.
It's just like a chia pet. It just grows. Like just put it in a body, and it's good.
like the water monkeys or whatever?
Chia. So yeah, basically he tells him, he's like, Lex, this is what was in here. There was like a whole nest of them, but we actually just incinerated it with nitrogen or something like
yes.
that, and so
Dry
like,
nitrogen?
Yeah, liquid nitrogen. There we
Liquid
go.
nitrogen.
We just stored the nest. There's only one left.
Dry.
And he's like, I'm
Dry
thinking it's from the Kawachi tribe.
That's
Where it's like,
weird.
well, somebody put it in there, but it's like, do you have any live specimens left? It's like, yeah,
Well,
we
of
do.
course I do.
And what does he say? Send him to Cadmus Labs.
They are going to be
I
able to
love
do the
that
testing
Lex
in
still has
Metropolis.
Cadmus Labs, bro.
And that's the first time then that we have the
They've
acknowledgement
mentioned
in
it
such
ever
a long
since it was a
time.
dead stock. And my God.
All right, so everyone needs to relax in this scene. Everyone
Taylor,
needs to
relax.
calm down.
Taylor, relax.
But let's go back to Zach's point about how Chloe is really good with her mouth.
So that was Lana.
I
She's a
said
good-
Lana's really good with.
No, you said Chloe. So going back to now the scene with the torch. We
She's
have
making out
with a random dude.
a random person.
She sees Clark's walked in and says, "Oh, you're here."
It's like, hey, we're done, by the way.
The guy walks over to her desk being like, "Hey, I just
get a
want your
number?"
number." She goes, "I'm done with you,
The
trash."
thrill is gone.
It's like, and he's like, who was that? It's like, I just thought he was cute. Saw him.
So
over
she
there."
doesn't know him, so they don't know everyone in
She
the car.
literally
No.
picked him up at a
I'm
gas
also-
station.
Honestly,
she said that I saw him in the hallway and I thought he was cute.
honestly, she was like, "Wait here. We're not making out. 3, 2, 1, make out." Clark.
I
walks.
hear his boots.
Yeah.
His boots are walking.
I mean,
That's
honestly,
what they'll do.
I wish I could buy into that, Jesse, but I can't. Because if nobody else was in that cave, she would have made a move on Walden.
You're right. Instantly.
Like,
because
immediately.
the
You got
name of
mid.
the episode.
Yeah,
He's
because again, the name of the episode is not
No.
Chloe gets adrenaline, Chloe gets
He's
horny.
Yeah.
Mhm. And so she even tells, like, yeah, I just told him, let's do some investigative reporting. And it's like, oh, Clark, are you jealous? Don't tell me you're jealous.
I thought you only had eyes for Lana. I heard about your date, by the way. But of course, you didn't have the guts to be able to tell me.
And Clark's like, so this is what this is about? You idiot.
Don't flatter yourself, Clark. I just wanted to explore my options, take a risk.
And now I'm going to suck on this
Oh, wait.
lollipop. So what can I do for you,
He
Clark?
can't focus.
I'm just gonna let you know right now. The moment she says, "What can I do for you?" I don't remember anything.
Blacked out.
Like, I don't remember anything on why I came into this office. What's going on? What is that? You wanna go sit down on the couch?
I'll do investigative reporting.
Clark can't focus either. Look.
Look, do you need another article?
I want to know where the lollipop. I want to know.
You want a lollipop?
Wait, you just
Wait,
had the
Sherry.
lollipop. Hey, you just had it unwrapped the entire time? Did
Yeah,
she
it's
unwrap
like,
it?
no, she
No,
just
she
unwrapped it in
unwrapped
front
Oh,
of
I
him.
was bad.
Trust me, she did the whole thing.
I didn't know this was the doctor's office. Where are
Yeah,
you getting these
where are
lollipops?
There's the bucket full
You're
of...
like, where's the lollipop?
Clark
Forget you said-
actually is better than all of us. He says, well, they said that
You
there
want
was a hole in
want
the
the
back of
lollipop.
Travis's neck, so, I was just thinking maybe
like-
it could be like a parasite or something.
He looked.
And she is literally like not even sucking on it.
No!
It's on the lips, just licking it at the tip, and it's
It was
like,
just a tongue.
and straight making eye contact. I'm sorry, yeah, Clark is better than all of us.
Do you think that was direction, or do you think like?
No, this
I'm
is who she really is.
Yeah.
This is Allison, by the way.
No,
They
this-
said, Allison, be you.
This is improv.
This is
Yeah,
all
just,
improv.
just have fun with it.
Allison,
Oh,
we've
she
seen
had
how you
fun.
can be outside of work, so do that. We'll pay you extra.
What do you mean? How you recruit.
What?
I know about your club.
And so, of course, she just does a little smile, and it's like, what orifice did you pull that theory out of?
She just called Clark dumb.
Yeah, she said, you're a jackass.
What flavor lollipop do you think?
Clark immediately goes,
It was
lemonade.
peach for a little
Pink
bit.
lemonade.
Oh, it's pink lemonade. Yeah,
No,
you're
I think
right.
it's pink lemonade.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I was
think
gonna
it's
say strawberry.
It's not that pink. I
was
think
gonna
it's more
say-
strawberry.
I wish Clark would have just looked at her.
Watermelon. I'm with
Watermelon.
you. I'm
I said
with you.
strawberry lemonade.
Hey, can I have a lick?
That looks tasty.
Yeah, you're making that look really good. Either you give me yours, I want one.
But what I love is that Chloe's even like, come on, Clark. It's not like you hit the mute button. We've always been, when it comes to having a
talks
logical stance on something, we've always taken that lead. And this is where Clark now goes into his theory about how he truly believes
The
that
parasite
it's the
apparently is feeding on the adrenaline of someone, and it just wants more and more. So
makes the person want more and
yeah,
more.
exactly. So it basically, like crank,
It's
you
crank.
need to have the adrenaline going. Otherwise, you die down, probably die.
Well, did they find any type of parasite whenever they did the autopsy? No, maybe it came out of the hole after they died.
What
Which hole?
Yeah, which hole? Which
Which
orifice?
I hate being an adult and watch this because now I'm just thinking, okay, does the school let all those like Christmas lights on the entire time? Like the energy bill for that would just be. This makes no
Are you being
no
serious
sense.
right now? Chloe's been working on this for 8 years now. Like, this is something that she has built
Wait,
for her
wait.
entire career.
She moved
How
here.
dare
years
you?
ago.
3 years.
3 years
Yeah, she-
ago.
You made it a
From
point before. She
Metropolis.
transferred.
Yeah,
She
She was from
transferred
Metropolis.
the torch over to
lights
Smallville.
it all.
That's why it's such a prominent paper that everybody knows.
It's actually not a bad theory. So
Thank
the torch wasn't
No,
There was
No,
no
it
Smallville
not
torch
originally. It was
until
a,
she got
yes.
there. I'll buy that.
I like how she doesn't
I still
question.
understood the energy, like the church,
But-
the school.
Yeah,
is-
Metropolis, it was just called the match, bro. Like, now it's...
Now it's full on
Now it's actually inflamed.
Yeah, it's inflamed. It's a torch. It
hence
can
the
last a
lights.
long time.
She doesn't. He says, "I can't be in 50 feet of Pete." She doesn't question it.
Yeah. It's kind of weird how she wouldn't question. Normal Chloe probably
Yeah.
would. But this one, it's more so, I'm just so gaga over this lollipop and Clark. Right now.
Yeah, and again,
Lollipop and Clark.
I'm trying to focus on the scene. I just really can't. But when it comes to the scene on what Clark actually wants Chloe to do is to be able to find Pete because he's not allowed to get in 50
talk
feet
to
with
him for me, please.
Yes.
And it's like, I can meet you at your house, just get him over there. And he's like, hey, Chloe, I thought we knew where we stood with
Well,
each other.
Chloe's
Stop
like,
being weird
whatever,
about this.
whatever, Clark, I guess. And Clark just keeps going back to the Lana thing. He just thinks that,
course.
it's because that I'm on a date with her. I thought we were going to be past this already. You know what? Sure, Clark.
She says, sure, Clark, I'll do it for you. It's like, and then so yeah, that's what they plan to get him to her house. I'll see you there. Meet you later. And she says, it's a date.
Who else wants to be that lollipop?
Oh my god.
I
bro,
think
she's
hey, you're right. Now that it's close
It's
to
pink
looks more,
lemonade.
it's pink lemonade.
It's pink
just a
lemonade.
Look pretty pink lemon.
I think you're right.
Could
That's-
be even a pink raspberry type thing.
By the way, that's how you know that this show is mature. Because we don't care about what she's
Oh,
doing with
I'm
the
sorry,
lollipop,
what do
we
you-
care about the flavor of the
What do you mean
lollipop.
mature, bro? It says TV PG.
By the way, this is TVMA.
No, this is Toy Story rating.
Yeah, Toy Story.
What?
This is right in the
That's
center.
No, it's
no,
not.
that's what they labeled it. Toy Story rating.
Toy Story is PG. Yeah.
I wa-
Toy Story is actually PG.
I watched them the same age.
Toy Story 2 I thought was PG.
No, the first one's PG too.
Yeah, because of
That's scary.
It's kind of
It would
The
be
first
because
one's
it's
scary.
It would be because
It's
it's what
kind
he
of a
does with
little
the
scary.
toys.
Yeah. That's scary.
Oh my god.
So play nice.
Well,
Nice. So of course we go back to the talent, and I do
Aw.
actually like what Clark does here. He actually
Stop.
goes up to her.
No.
Every time
no.
she makes a
This-
facial
stop, 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 stop.
expression,
This-
I hear you.
She's a great
But
mouth
I'm broken
actor.
right now for
I know,
Lana.
I know.
I know.
That's the
She's
thing.
all excited.
No,
You're an hour early.
He literally just got there. He's like, just already mad that he has to cancel the date, and she's like, "Oh, I'm so excited about our date. You're here early." He's like, "Well, I'm excited too, or I was.
Oh,
I can't
Wait,
do it
hold
anymore."
on. I'm sorry to go back. So it's Saturday, we said,
It's Saturday.
she's working.
but they were at school.
No, hold on. No, the torch actually means nothing when it comes to them being in
Yeah,
that
but what
office.
was that dude doing?
Gas station. You're right. She picked him up at a gas station.
Hold on,
Is that
no.
what she said?
And were there people walking?
Nope, Zach's right. Zach's right, because it even goes back to what she said. That's why I told y'all Thursday. Y'all put
It was
Friday
Thursday.
on
Okay,
it.
so Friday's the
Thursday.
It
weekend
was
in their
Thursday.
minds.
Yeah, well,
Yeah,
Friday-
yeah.
Friday
It's
is
Friday.
Friday,
It is
technically,
I
Friday.
is
still
the
work
weekend.
on a Friday.
I
So
work.
do I.
I work on a Saturday.
Well, you don't have weekends.
I know. I have Sunday.
But yeah, that's good.
Well, Friday,
Thanks, guys.
technically, if you were to think about a weekend, you're gonna think Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Okay.
Because Chloe did say that she found him in the hallway. So that would
once you're done with school on Friday, that's the weekend, bro.
Yeah.
unless
It's
he has
Friday.
Saturday school and he's a dummy because he looked like a dummy.
This
It
is
looked like a
alternative
dummy.
high school.
Damn
bro.
it! All right,
It could be
I
either
really
Friday or
want the
Sunday.
times on.
Let's just say it's
I know.
Friday.
What if they just kept showing the time? I'd be actually.
Oh, that'd be
I don't
great.
know,
If they said
Yeah.
Friday,
Yeah.
they said
like 24.
Give me the
That would
24-hour
be
clock.
That'd be
amazing.
great.
the first 48 hours.
Yeah.
Oh, if they did something like that, that's what's. These are great ideas.
There you go. Write these down. I saw your notebook. Write that down.
And so, Lana's getting informed about Clark
there,
from
you
the
know?
whole Pete situation.
She's so sweet.
Clark,
This is so
poorly.
bad.
That's
Poorly.
why. This is why I hate it. It's more of it's just the embarrassment later of just like
And
she cares.
And then she cares, and of course Clark is actually genuinely
Yes.
worried, but he explains it poorly. And of course he didn't
he's-
expect Chloe and Pete to walk in at the worst time at the Talon. And of course Pete's like, hey. Well,
Aw.
first let me just
Hold
talk
on.
about this.
Yeah.
Let me just talk about this.
I do
first.
have to say this though, real quick here, because I do have to ask: why does he not tell Lana? Lana's a part of the Scooby-Doo gang.
Yeah.
She's a part of the Wall of Weird. This is a part of the Wall of Weird of them
Yeah,
being infected with the
literally,
parasite.
I don't know
Why
if
not
they really
say-
think she's part of.
I think she's like
She's
scrappy.
been a part of them when it
Yeah,
comes.
she's like scrappy.
She's scrappy.
dude.
She comes and goes.
She was a part of Byron.
Or she's
If I
Daphne
could
in the
have-
fact that you're just you're
Kind of
just,
there, but you're not.
You're just
Right,
beautiful.
you're just you're
We're like,
what
you're
is it?
there, but
You're
you're
bait.
not.
You're just bait.
Yeah,
You're Scrappy Doo.
That's what
what
I
he would
say.
say.
You
Oh,
come and go. You know,
like
Scrappy
Daphne
Doo, he's
do.
not there all the time.
That sucks
Daphne
though.
do.
Because
Yeah.
with this, I feel like Lana's in the right to know. Lana has been a part of your gang to
I
know.
I know.
I
This
agree.
is not Clark is revealing his powers.
I know.
That's why it's not making sense to me
He was
on
dumb.
him not telling her.
Also, he's in his mind. He's like the less I tell her, the more she'll be safe.
And also, here's the other,
Protect. He's all about protecting.
but here's also the other thing
Yeah,
that both of
me
y'all's
too.
points here. I'm like,
Protection's terrible.
oh, he didn't expect Chloe and Pete to walk in. Hey, Joseph, Chloe and Lana live together, and he wanted to meet at Chloe's house. What would the odds be that Lana would walk into her home?
Yeah, he's an idiot.
Been
What
saying
are we
this-
talking
been saying
about?
constantly. He's a butthead.
He's 15.
He's a pothead.
That's what they grow on the Ken farm.
Yeah.
We figured it out.
Nothing but hemp. No wonder.
That's why he didn't
Poor
freak out about the
finances. Hemp's
corn.
not popular back
He didn't
then.
freak out too
That's-
much. Like if I was Jonathan and someone was doing donuts for my corn, my livelihood,
My hemp?
I'd freak out a little more.
Yeah.
But the hemp's fine, so I'm not gonna freak out.
And what it also shows is John grows shitty weed. Martha had to pick up multiple
Damn,
jobs.
Clark's on the Reggie, bro. I can't respect him now.
No wonder her pies are so good. Ah.
And
What if they were just so shit? Like, I'm so hot right now. So good. But so yeah, Lana understands. Like, thanks Clark for telling me.
Like,
What
Chloe's
we can just
laughing.
wait another day. It's not a big deal. And of
quite
course,
easy, then.
Chloe and Pete walk in.
She's not wearing
And
red.
Clark's immediately like, dude, I told you. We're
We were
gonna
gonna
be at your
meet at your
house.
house.
And Lana's like, hey Pete, I heard you're like on your deathbed or something. And he's like, I'm perfectly fine and never felt any better. And of course, Clark lies a lot. And Lana's immediately pissed. Because, hey, Clark didn't explain it better.
And Pete immediately goes, Lana, you should have known better. Clark's just a big fucking liar.
Basically,
Like,
yeah. Basically.
whoa!
Yeah, and I
Like-
mean, she's even kind of buying into it because it's like, yeah, he kind of is a
They
liar,
all like
huh?
point and laugh at her, it seems, because that's how she takes this. Like, she's not a part of the gang.
no, so I
Fantastic,
want to
bro.
watch a movie where when someone turns bad, they don't put on heavy eyeliner
And
Oh
change their
my
hair
God.
color.
and get black highlights.
You're
And
right on
I'm
track with me
tired
because
of. I'm gonna just put on this very
Well,
heavy eyeliner.
I need to
Pete
understand.
does that. Pete's
I need-
fine.
fine.
Pete
I need to
dresses
under-
the exact
And
same.
of course, so Lana's
Clark
pissed. She
wears
walks
black. He
away.
wears
She's
leather
mad
jacket.
because she thinks Clark lied
She's
to her.
the outcast, though.
Yeah,
right
she's
now.
the outcast also. But it's also, we were at the torch before this. Oh, yeah, right, you're right. So we're at the torch before this, and Chloe found the time to get some highlights or
Yeah.
extensions, black
Eyeliner,
extensions. So now
a
we're
whole new-
kind of looking like Jesse did in red.
Yo, yes.
Yeah, we're kind of
Exactly.
looking like Jesse did in red. So, like, yeah, like, hey, Clark,
He's high!
It's like, Clark, you're taking this
I
too.
knew it!
Clark, you're taking this too seriously,
That's
man.
red, right red.
Pete's just telling me, like, taking this too serious. I think you just need to get the edge off. Green means stop in your world, but hey, red means go.
Why are you
He
buzzing?
drops the nice little red meteor rock into his pocket, and immediately Clark just has a smirk, has the eyes. Oh, we're we got evil Clark now.
Where did he get the red kryptonite?
It was from the ring.
I have
It
a
was from the
fun
ring.
fact about
They didn't
this.
look like it was from
I thought it was
the
from
ring.
the
Yeah, it
pond.
did. It
I thought it
looked
was from
like-
the pond.
I have a
No,
fun
it was
like-
big. To Jesse's point, it looked a little bigger than what the ring had.
I have a fun fact about this. So, you know how I don't know if you're aware there was Smallville comics whenever they
Yes,
were airing.
yeah.
So basically, he got that red rock. I can't explain exactly why because I don't have the copy or anything. It's hard to find one.
Yeah,
But
I remember this.
Clark actually gave him that rock.
No, why?
I have no idea why.
That's
but
dumb.
apparently it had to do, I think it had to have done with the villain at the time, what that was in the story. But Clark is the one that
Tracy
gave
McGrady.
Pete that red meteor rock.
So
Okay,
weird.
so wait. If that's the case, though, because now I want to read it, because now my theory is he did it on purpose in order to be like, turn me bad when the time is right.
I'm
I read
thinking,
these.
like, kind of maybe how you're thinking, like, this may be useful at some
Yes,
point.
at one point.
At one
this
point in a
could
certain
happen for
situation, this may be useful. So, yeah, we come back and we get to the bar
There's
now.
some
Now we
nuts.
got the real Scooby-Doo
We
gang,
got the
bro.
dirty gang.
We got the ghouls. We
Yeah,
got
this is actually- I like this part.
We got the
This
goals.
is
So
good.
now everyone is pretty much wearing red. There's the highlights of red now. And
Clark
so
isn't.
now
She's
Pete is
not.
basically exposing.
Oh,
Well,
right,
Pete
that's
and
right.
Clark are now exposing the secret here. And Chloe's like, "What are you doing?" He's like, "Hey, Pete, show her what I can do."
Yeah, why don't we
Whoa.
just throw shards
Yeah.
of
And he's
wood
like,
towards everybody?
"With pleasure, Clark." He smacks a bat on his back. Immediately breaks. Nothing happens. Hey, Clark, it's a little dark in here. I see sunlight right now. Anyways, Clark lights up a lantern that does not provide any more light in the barn. but-
Jordan even acknowledged the barn is the lightest part out of like any
Yeah, it's the
scene
most lit.
in any
It's the
part
most
of the
lit
episode.
of any
Yes.
episode usually. And so he does his heat vision in front of her, speeds up behind her, and Chloe is just like, "What are you?" and completely turned on right now.
Not yet, not yet.
No, no, no,
She's
she-
a little bit.
Bite lip,
No. I'm still gonna call it a little bit
Wait.
misty. A
She's
little bit
Misty.
not.
She's damp.
She's
fucking damp.
Not yet. Trust me.
Wait,
now
you're
this is
right.
the build up to it.
What on earth?
Hold on. She immediately turns
moist.
around and she's like, "Pete, you knew about this. Pete, he's my brother from another planet." I love that.
You love it,
I
Ryan.
love
I'm not gonna
the
lie, I liked
bonding
it
with
too
that.
because like it clearly shows that Pete loves Clark. Like it shows
That's-
that this is my brother.
And Clark even
like, truly.
smiling at him. I go, that was actually kind of nice.
That's his sibling, bro.
They
That's
should
the
act
closest
more
thing
like
he has
this.
to. Maybe.
What were you gonna say?
Pete's gay. What? Sorry.
Hold on, because now I want to go on that point here, and this is why the episode in a way doesn't make sense on the horniness.
Yeah.
Wait, are we gonna talk about the car?
No.
You talking
No,
about
no,
the
no,
car?
no. I'm going to talk about this. Pete has acknowledged in ways that he has a crush on Chloe.
He never makes a move.
And why isn't he not horny with her when he's around her, but yet Chloe,
he's gay.
whenever she's around Clark,
I have a note. I have a note on
I
that
don't know if
later.
he's gay, but I think he's gay for Clark.
I have a note on this later.
Okay, not fully gay. Is that what you mean? But like he has that crush on Clark.
It's
because,
Chloe,
like-
I love you, but I'd rather watch you be with Clark. I'll be in the corner.
Let me watch.
And so of course Chloe, like I said, Chloe's turned on right. And
my
she's like,
God.
"Oh my god, like this is so cool."
Where did she get turned on, Taylor?
Yeah, well, yeah. What happened? So anyway, so now she asks him, "Can you fly?" And she's like,
Just wait.
"I may be an
but
alien."
not a cartoon. He didn't even tell her she was an alien until just now.
So if I
That's-
He even
fall,
just said, "This is shit. I'm not from here."
Yeah.
you're gonna be able to catch me. And
Oh,
Chloe
but
is bending over right now, just now hinting even further. Pete
And
is
I'm
now
like, dude,
heating up the bad
It's like
sand.
it's like a
time.
weird mob enforcer thing. It's like, oh yeah, she doesn't even know what she's getting into. And
Here
Clark,
is the build-up. Here is the fall. Here is the Clark catching. Here is the "you're my personal superhero." Oh my God, let's get it on. This is where the build-up has
And
now
Lex shows up.
unleashed.
and now we have Lex showing up, and he's like, "Hope I'm not interrupting anything." And Clark's like,
You were.
"You are actually." So, well,
They're touching pelvises.
Well, and what's great about this scene too is that Clark even says, "Oh, we were a little busy because we don't want anybody in here that's been stabbing me in the back."
and lying to me all the time.
So Clark, or not Clark, but Pete is then up there saying, "All right, let's leave them to
wearing
each
a
other. We don't have to be
sweatsuit?
here. Let's go wait in the car." Lex is wanting to have the conversation with Clark
Alone.
in order to apologize, kind of.
And then of course Chloe throws this shot here. You know, for a boy who has all the money in the world, you'd think they'd afford a good toupee. It's like, wow.
And we know that's probably the biggest shot, and that hurts him the most because of how often Lionel has made comments about his hair, putting the hand through his hair. This was the raising.
Also,
he had an episode where he says he owned it eventually. And it's like at this point, like, dude, it's Lex, bro.
Joseph, we said Lionel didn't want to touch him because he was bald.
Gene Hackman,
this hurts the
Superman
most.
wore toupees, and so that could also be kind of like a Easter egg.
Nice little Easter egg. That is a fun fact. Lex Luthor and Gene Hackman, Lex Luthor, had a toupee.
Well, and when Lex first originated in the comics, he actually had hair.
He had red hair, and then there was a typo or a misprint where they made him bald. And
I think he was like Superman 4 or something.
We love a good red hair.
When he actually became bald.
Fully bald.
And what's weird is they consider that a first appearance of Lex being bald. I only want that to show it on the CGC of the grading of the comic, because that is what I want my book to say. First bald appearance.
First bald appearance.
And so Chloe walks out. Pete and her go away in the car, and Lex is like, "What's going on, Clark? I think y'all are on something right now." He's like, "No, we're just having a good time. Not that it's any of your business, bro." It's like, "You ever heard of a phone? I'm sick of you just barging in here unannounced." "I'm sorry, Clark. How many times have you done that at the mansion?"
Yeah, exactly.
Guys, I am on Clark's side completely here. And it's because, come on.
Oh, I see what you mean.
What did you and I say about the cave scene with Walden? We both expected him to be able to take my side. You didn't take my side. So what are you expecting from me at this point? Hey, we're not going to be barging into each other's places now. Right. You don't allow me to go to the cave? I don't want you to come to my cave. How about that? That's how I feel with Clark, where I'm completely on his side. And
but you're right. He does do that all the time to the
mansion. Does it all the time.
Before, and now Lex has kicked me out of his cave. So now I'm going to do it to him.
Yeah.
No,
even trade.
Right, and he's telling him bratty 15-year-old.
He's telling him Walden won't budge. He won't allow anyone.
He's the man right now. Lex is the bratty one.
He won't lie. Walden won't budge. Blah, blah, blah. It's like, Walden won't budge. You're Lex Luthor. Just make a damn call and just make it happen.
That's true, by the way.
Yeah.
And
he's if you really wanted me in the caves, you would let me be in the caves.
He said damn, so you know that he's bad.
Well, Clark kind of crosses the line now, where he goes, you know what? I'm going to be in those damn caves whether you like it or not.
Yep. And he's like, I dare you to stop me. And then, of course, Lex is like, is this really about a term paper?
Boom. And that's where I'm going to tell y'all, this is why Lex sucks. This is why everything Lex does makes him the villain, and if I'm Clark, I never talk to him again. He doesn't even care about anything I just said.
Nope.
He doesn't give a damn about what I just said, about any of our thing about our friendship. Instead, he's focused on one thing. What do I know about the caves that he doesn't? Lex is a piece of shit.
And of course, Clark's like, you'd love to know, wouldn't you? Which is honestly a great response.
Rose it in his face.
He's like, you'd love to know, wouldn't you? And says, I'm going to go, and so are you. And he shoves him out the way, Lex being weirdly
turned on.
Yeah, horny. Like, it's weird
supportive.
How he's like, I'm
supportive brother.
Like, you know what? I'm so happy you're standing up for yourself,
think that's
buddy.
Superman's or Clark's power is that everyone's attracted to him.
Oh yeah, Pete, Lex, Lana, Chloe, his parents.
Pheromones.
John's not.
I don't know.
John wants to do anything he can to get rid of him.
Yeah, John resents him.
I think John's attraction turns into like jealousy. Like you think you're better than
Like
me.
I wish I was you.
I do like that Lex threatens Clark, though, where he says, you know what, I do like this newfound confidence, but I just want you to know, you just, watch yourself when it comes to these type of things. Clark, is that a threat?
Yeah.
It's like, if you know what's good for you, stay the hell away from me.
Hell no.
Both little bit of stare. Clark then smiles. Lex is not upset. Lex isn't anything.
I feel like, it's like...
It's
weird. Probably, if anything, he's weirdly impressed.
Exactly. He's into it.
But now we have, of course, in the car, and Chloe's just adjusting the mirror just to look at Clark when she could just turn around. Chloe could just turn around. It's like, so what else can you do, Clark? It's like, come back here and find out. And then, of course, Chloe's like going back there, and Pete's like, oh, I didn't know you had all that, Chloe.
And then
Pete...
yeah. And then Pete didn't adjust the mirror, being like, you guys need to get a room. He's so into this.
Man, what's the fun in that, Pete? We don't need a room. It's like, hey... Make a quick pit stop, Pete.
So mean.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Mean.
I hate you.
Biggest
I think this is why I hate this.
Can I also want to say this.
It doesn't explain it
Good
well.
for you, Chloe.
No.
Good for you.
Chloe.
She wants to go on a date with him? You'll show her a real date.
And even Pete says, where do we want to go? It's like, the Talon. It's like, oh my god, you're the biggest bitch ever.
Oh,
like, my goodness.
We are now at the Talon.
And now we're at the Talon, and we're just making out on the couch in the corner.
No, they're having sex. no, they're having sex in the corner. Yeah, like, there is nothing that's in like, he just immediately threw her on top.
How is this PG, bro?
The waitress comes over and says, "Get out." There are people, by the way, sitting 2 feet to the right
get
of them.
this. Even
okay, breath in the cards.
Okay, we're gonna pause it real quick because first off, yeah, the person comes over there, the
was
employee.
11 when
I
I
need y'all to
watched this.
leave,
You went-
and then of course Chloe says, "No, we're not gonna leave. Why don't you get your manager?" Oh, mean.
Because of her haircut.
Second, she does what Clark did on the first date with
Get
Lana.
the cards.
Magic. She said, "Oh, you know any magic tricks? I got cards. We can play a game." She pulls them out. Imaginary. That's
Was the magic trick she pulled him out of her bra?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
With how dirty Chloe is, I feel like Clark is meant to be with that side of her.
Yeah. Red Kryptonite
That
Clark.
side of her.
Yes. Red Kryptonite Clark belongs with this
normal
Chloe.
With Allison.
With Allison.
Yeah. With Allison.
Wait, are we talking about actress?
No. Normal Chloe is this right here. This is normal Chloe, bro. Red Kryptonite Clark, that's, yeah.
By the way, y'all can hate the black hair and everything, but if she looks at me like that, guys, I'm going.
That's fine that she could do that, but it's just like it's a played out thing where I'm bad, so now I'm going to.
This is 2003.
Really fast. Well, they did.
This is the sexiness in 2003. All right, this is what we did. Black on
I was
black.
12 then. I was 12.
Good for you.
Watching this at 12 years old.
But they do actually play poker here with their make-believe cards, where Clark doesn't know what the best hand in poker is and says, "I got a full house." He doesn't even come close, by the way, to the best hand in poker.
I thought that too, and I was like, does he want to lose? Does he want his shirt off?
Poker, dude. It's strip
Yeah.
poker.
I don't even know what the.
It's not full
Chloe
house.
immediately says, "Oh, well, I got a royal flush." She could have picked 3 other hands that would have been better than what
And
Clark
Clark
did.
is so about this strip poker, taking off the shirt in the
He
Talon.
wanted to take off his shirt.
But what does that do?
The red
How
kryptonite.
long
Sorry,
is the kryptonite?
the red meteorite
system?
comes out of the shirt, and now
As long as
the-
it's touched like on him, then it's like if it's in his pocket or if it's in a
Yeah,
way
because he's
touching
still
him.
making out and it's on the foot.
Exactly.
Well, it stops.
Which is,
Look,
by the
it
way,
loses
stops
power.
now. So
Okay,
now
okay,
he's come to
okay.
his senses. Like, what the hell?
And then he's like, "Oh my God, we are in the town, and Chloe, we can't do this." But what if he was in the barn? Would he have kept going?
No.
I mean, why is he upset right now? He's not upset
Well, he
because
did
of what
notice
he's
You're
he was
right.
doing.
doing. Talon.
He would have stopped, but I don't think it would be all sudden because he's making sure Lana doesn't see.
That's
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 thank
the
you.
biggest, yes. That's his
But
so
if-
even Chloe's like, what the hell? Why all the Jekyll and Hyde all of a sudden? Yeah, weird talker.
I thought you
Yeah.
knew what Pete was doing, by the way. Didn't you see him put it in my pocket? What do you mean what's with the Jekyll and Hyde? Obviously.
She had no idea what that
no
meant.
She just
She's
thought he
like,
put a
"I'll give
piece
her
of
a gift."
candy in there.
Oh, I guess he
Yeah,
gives
no.
her
Oh, you
later.
want? Oh, so he must like Jolly Ranchers.
A sticky Jolly Rancher in his pocket.
Yeah, he took the
Leave it
wrapper.
in a wrapper.
Here you go for later, Clark.
All right.
Because I mean, he saw her licking the lollipop. She was like,
Yeah.
oh.
Hey, Pete, when you come pick
So
me up, can you
she
come bring up
thought-
the Jolly Rancher?
She thought that Pete put a Jolly Rancher in his mouth
a
and then
used
said,
Jolly-
"Here you go, Clark."
He was like, here you go, Clark.
Put it in your pocket.
Yeah, there you go. So it would stick to him, you know. So
Clark, freaking out though, notices where he is. Chloe is like, "Come on, I thought we were doing this." Clark is panicking, trying to zip up his jacket
Chloe's
here.
just like supremely hurt. Like, you don't have any real feelings for me, do you, Clark? It's like,
Every time we hang out, you just want answers. "Hey, Chloe, look up this. Hey, Chloe, what is that?" But it's never about me. Why don't you want me, Clark?
I
It's
want
like-
you.
And yeah, she even says it. I want you. And so now, she
Well, she
expresses
said
that she's sick of being everyone's personal search engine, Google, and basically sick of being Google.
I want you, Clark. Clark immediately does the X-ray. Why? Not to see if there's a parasite.
Yeah, so he sees that there's a parasite in her. He's like, yeah, Chloe, you have it in you too. We got to get you to the hospital. And so, of course, she's like, no, we're going to spend more time actually living my life and doing what I want to do.
If you're those girls that are on the table that have been sitting there the entire time.
They have enjoyed the show.
Okay, I just want to...
Yeah.
Well, they always weren't watching when they were making out. Now they're kind of starting to watch.
Yeah, it's
they
like, oh wait, they're yelling at each other now.
I wonder
what
if they're like,
happened?
we're not allowed to look. We're not
They
allowed
had
to
5 minutes of making out. It's like, oh, they look like a good couple.
That one
And
right
then-
there
now
was
they're
completely
looking, yeah.
Now they're
staring.
arguing.
Like,
all
so
of them, everybody.
And then she reaches in for the kiss again. Now Lana walks in and Chloe sees that she's looking, smiles, like, oh, what? Lana, this isn't what it looks like.
I just want to let y'all saw that Clark on that scene pushed off Chloe, right?
Yes.
Okay, just
Yeah.
wanted to let's hold on to that thought right there.
I'll come back to it.
Yeah.
I understand what you're saying.
And of course, he says, Lana, this is what it looked like. And Chloe even is like, no, Lana, this is exactly what it looks like.
Okay, but this
now,
is
and
what-
he told me everything.
That's
by the
really
way.
what pissed her
Yes,
off.
I was gonna say that's what it was.
And Chloe knew. Chloe knew that was gonna piss her
And
off.
I mean everything.
And then Clark never says anything.
Everything.
He's just like,
And then she turns around, she's already
This part
crying.
makes me sad because in the door.
I know.
And then Lana's just absolutely pissed.
and Clark
sad.
won't say a darn thing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and it's
never
like,
said
dude,
anything?
and it's like, Lana, I can explain. And she's just like, dude,
Her lips
whatever.
quivering.
I hate you
She's
so
crying
much.
her eyes out.
We
a
hate
great-
seeing Lana cry.
I know.
Mouth actress.
We don't like seeing Lana cry. What?
What else is he gonna
Pete
do?
is on one, bro. I don't get it.
He's the
We
best.
come outside to Pete, and he's just twirling his keys and blowing them as if that's making it go around still, like it's a ball. And it's like, hey man, you put that rock inside me. It's
Well,
like, relax,
because-
bro, you needed it.
Because where was my magic rock?
Yeah,
what
where's
happened
my
to
funny
that?
red rock, man? Like,
Clark said,
dude.
why would you do that to me?
It's like, bro, you needed it. Sorry. It's like, let's go find the rock and then jump the gorge, and then y'all can suck face later.
And I can watch.
Yeah, Pete's being weird today. I don't understand. Like, this is really how Pete's gonna act. And then, of course, oh my
Whoa.
god. And then, of course, Clark's like, dude, I gotta get you to the hospital. We're not gonna do anything. And he's like, you know what, Clark?
Right
Boom!
hooks him.
Right hook. And it's like, whoa.
Where did that come from?
He actually punched him, and it worked. And then, of course,
He's knocked out, by
and
the
then
way.
Chloe's like, how'd you do that? And of course, Pete shows he has he has a green meteor rock in his hand.
The one that he's been shown in the box.
So
now it's outside
Pete
of the box.
is
He said,
now,
I like this line
Pete
too.
is now Batman.
He said, yeah, that's exactly in my notes I said. But he said,
OG.
he might be the Boy Scout, but I'm always prepared. That was a good line by
That's
Pete
literally
as well.
Batman.
Yeah, for sure. And
That's
that's
like-
what I said. The
So
Batman OG.
Batman came from Pete.
Yeah, I saw your notes.
You saw my
What
notes.
does that
Batman
mean?
OG.
Yeah. So Pete Ross is inspired Bruce Wayne.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure.
You're not sure?
They're just a town away.
They are, and they
Is
would be
Gotham a town away
in the
from-
comics. They're about
It's
the
in
same
Kansas.
age. So they would be the same age right now. Maybe he went and visited Smallville with his family.
Yeah, we're going to Gotham
Whoa,
High School.
whoa. His family's dead if they're the same age.
That's true.
Oh, they are dead
He
by
is
this
orphan
point.
boy right now.
Yeah.
So he wouldn't be here then. Bruce is now locked in his room, not doing
Unless he was
anything.
doing, because who's
No,
running?
Pete didn't inspire anything now.
He's with the League of Assassins right now.
That's at 15.
At
Yes.
15. There you go.
Okay.
And we get Clark
Maybe
knocked
say he's a
out,
couple
and
years older.
Lana comes
Yeah.
back out and dumps water on him to wake him up. And of course, Clark doesn't try to say sorry. He's like, "Where's Chloe and Pete?" And Lana's just like, "I don't care. I don't know. And just go away."
Why is she so mad? Why is she not asking any questions here
doesn't
when it
care.
comes
She's
to what she
heartbroken.
saw?
Heartbroken, but also because Clark
What Chloe
lies.
said, and
Clark
the
has
big
lied
thing
so many
is,
times.
Can I go
And
back to this?
the big thing, it wasn't
Y'all
just because he pushed.
Y'all saw him
There
push
was
her,
still
right?
a kiss.
Yeah.
He could have stopped her
But-
before that.
But,
He could have stopped her before the lips eating act.
and also the manager, and the other person came to her and said, hey, these people are making out.
She was outside though.
That's what's also I was going to
She
say.
walked in
came
through
out
the
the
front door.
I know.
She was
didn't see-
smoking. She's not a
Oh, so
smoker.
you don't think she talked to the...
No, not till later on. Maybe after she poured the water
there's
on
a-
him,
Oh,
but not right
exactly.
now.
Do you think there's another manager?
No.
You
No.
think it's just she's the owner? She's
Yeah.
part owner and a manager?
Yeah.
Even though with her
Well,
schedule,
that's-
she's got to have another manager.
You think she hasn't... Yeah, when she's
Yes.
not there.
Yeah.
But she's
she
there.
She wasn't there. She
But-
came in from the
So
entrance.
Chloe was like, talk to your manager, meaning Lana, and she was like, Lana's not
Okay,
even
well,
working
Lana's-
right now.
But she did know.
It's Tom.
Yeah. It's
Stop!
He's not a manager.
or hey guys, there's things called phones. So she called Lana. Lana comes to
Hey.
See, y'all are
somebody's
forgetting a big
making
important
out.
fact here. Talon only hires waitresses. Like
Oh,
females.
yeah. no,
There's no male workers there.
That's fair.
And of course, Clark speeds off, super speed, and Lana looks back to try to see if he's still there. Weirdly, I don't know why, but
and he's not. And you would think that she would actually question it.
She also wasted the water out of those flowers that are supposed to be bought by people, and it's just like, you gonna fill that up?
Yeah, but she would rather just throw it on the person that she loves because her heart is broken, according to Zach.
And so now Chloe and Peter are at the gorge.
Yeah,
they're at the gorge now.
Stopped.
You think they'll make it?
Yeah, they're gonna make it. So, yeah, there's a ramp built up and everything, and so
there's no chance. He backs up 50 feet,
and there's
no chance.
And they're so excited. Chloe's just like, "Where's Clark? Screw Clark,
Look.
Chloe. We're gonna jump off this thing, man."
Dang it.
And it's like, "What are we waiting for? Let's go! Blast off!" Like it's Toy Story again.
Best jump I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah, we're jumping the gorge now, and
So
they did
close.
it terrible. Terrible. They're not even halfway. They're not even halfway.
Look how close they are to the cliff.
And of course, we have Clark catching the car, and Joy rides over. He immediately takes him to the hospital, and now
He carries the car.
How?
Different day.
No. That was my question, y'all, because I haven't said, because that's why I wanted to go back. Y'all said he couldn't be knocking them out. How did he get them to the hospital?
Carried the car the whole way. He just
had it overhead.
Carried them both in one arm. How did he do it?
Dude, he probably just took the car somewhere and then got them out of the car
right.
and took them to the hospital.
You're right.
Would they be kicking and screaming?
Taylor, do you need a pure explanation for that? Do you
Clark's
really?
An alien. He's holding me. What do you mean?
He did the forehead thing.
Okay.
I think you're right. It had to.
I
I thought about it. I was like,
you really need an explanation for that?
Yes, because otherwise people would be screaming like that.
He is
the
stronger
entire
than
time.
like hundreds of people, bro.
But that's what I mean. I'm not saying he couldn't. I'm saying
he had to. We just couldn't visualize it because of but like I'm sure that was the only way.
Also, there was no witnesses before. He couldn't do it before because there were witnesses.
That's true.
He's in a gorge.
No one's around.
I really wanted to see him though, carrying Pete and Chloe out. Like they're just like bent over in his arms, and he's just now running.
He knocked him out, put him in the back seat, and they drove back.
You think he gave them each like a spanking when he tossed him over his shoulder? You don't do that again.
Hey, spanking him as he goes. So
Chloe says harder.
So no, Pete says harder.
They both say.
So we get to the hospital, and of course Clark is checking up on Chloe. Basically, she's like, "Oh yeah, I heard I don't really remember much." He asked her to.
She remembers
what
nothing.
Do you remember? It's like, I remember the cave, and then it got fuzzy after that.
And I remember waking up in the hospital.
Yeah, I remember waking up in the hospital.
I also think why she's upset is she still thinks that there's history between Clark and Chloe.
Yeah.
There's always been a thing. They liked each other. They went to the dance. So I think she thinks, it came back.
Okay, at this point, what you're saying is that Clark has to be mean about it. Listen, Lana. She makes me sick. I want nothing to do with her. What else do I need to do to convince you I fucking hate her? I love you. That's what you're like. That's the only thing that you can. Because he has not hinted that he likes Chloe at this point.
It's like, Lana, you're here. Finally, I can show you how much He's like bending the cords of the fluids and just
Being
like
a 15-year-old,
No, I get it.
jealousy is a big thing, and you're
is.
so insecure.
And of course Lana
And
walks
so
in
any like indication that they might like someone else, it's gone. It's done.
and Lana comes
And kissing
in.
is an indication.
She's all giddy. It's like, "Oh, Chloe." It's like, "Oh, Clark. I can leave if you want." It's like,
She looked tall.
Lana's
No.
not even wanting to look at him, and she's like, you know what? I just came here to see my friend because they were ill. I did not come here to see you. Clark takes
I'm sorry, bro. Like,
he takes that as the hit. He walks out.
so you thought she was ill when she said, "Yeah, Lana, you saw what happened. He told me everything."
Hold on.
So she was ill, right? Yeah,
wait.
She was ill.
Lana lives in that household.
Yeah.
They even said
Family tension.
they pulled out the parasite, and she goes, "Can I see it?" And Clark was like, "No, it's gross." Obviously, Chloe and her dad would have seen the parasite, told Lana they live in the same damn household. So Lana would have known it's the parasite.
Yes.
I just wish, though, that...
Clark doesn't have an excuse, though.
Yeah,
And
they
she
could have been,
mentions
look,
this.
I have a parasite in me, too.
That's true. He could have said that. It's like,
Why couldn't he say that?
Do you want a parasite inside you?
What?
I got a parasite that I can inside you.
No!
And so, of course, Chloe's just apologizing to Lana. It's like, did I screw up your day? It's like, no.
Making out with another girl. That's
Clark
what she
screwed
saw.
it up all by himself.
Also, perception's a big thing. She didn't see the push. She saw the kiss. That's all she saw.
That's true. And she goes like, yeah, I caught him making out with another girl. And Chloe's like, oh, who was it? It's like, I didn't recognize her.
Like, if you saw...
Kind of smooth
if
line
you
there.
saw... we're not in high school.
It's not a smooth line.
Chloe
Before you
knows,
go on,
obviously, it was
Zach,
her.
because
You know,
with Clark, he's gonna be able to tell Chloe, hey, Lana's mad at me because we made out. He's gonna slip once at a time.
I don't think he'll tell her.
What?
That guy holds so many secrets. He can't communicate, and he's not going to tell her because he doesn't want to make her feel bad.
All right,
Jonathan.
you can't communicate, you got me.
He's always
But he can
worried.
read.
No one saw, right? No one saw.
Yeah, so now we go to the next scene
No
at the
one
Kent
saw,
house,
yeah,
and it's like,
that's
are you
right.
sure Chloe don't remember, John?
Every-
Clark, you sure she doesn't remember? And of course, it's like, hey, and then Pete, doing all of that and hurt you. He's like, hey, it wasn't entirely his fault, guys. It's like he was under the parasite.
But son, that's
and then
exactly
John
the point.
He's like, that's it, though. He knew exactly what he's doing. That scares us. And of course, Pete's like,
Pete doesn't knock.
yeah, unannounced. And
Goes to the back door.
goes in. It's like, it scares me too,
Because
Mr. Kent. I'm sorry. I understand if you're not wanting to speak to me ever again. Clark filled me in on that, so I get it.
He filled me on what I did. Jonathan, if Pete did not walk in, was about to tear his ass apart. He's going to just say Pete sucks. You're never hanging out with him again. But because Pete decides to walk
because
in...
John does speak in this scene, and he does not what is going to happen.
Yeah, I said he was if Pete didn't show up.
But
But because he showed up, he's now even looking at Martha. Yeah, he's a part of the
And
family.
Martha assures him, like, Pete, we know the risks. We get it. You're part of this family, and, it's going to burden you, but... It's okay. We get it. And John says, we know we slip up from time to time. He's a very different John from the past 2 episodes.
He's great.
He's been in this episode for 30 seconds. And he's said probably 2 things.
He said he's still a member of this family, bro.
Whether you like it or not.
Just sitcom thing.
Yeah.
Whenever I first saw this too, I go, Clark, you're about to shatter his collarbone there, Superman. What are you doing?
And then
So that nice
John
family...
is squeezing. There was a squeeze. On the,
He's like, yeah, don't ever do that again.
And of course, we go to the mansion after that nice family bonding moment. And we have Walden coming in, and this is where he clarifies, like, hey, we checked out the DNA on that parasite. It's nothing like we've seen here on Earth. So this is where my theory comes in. That is a Kryptonian.
No, I think that's absolutely right. I don't think
It has
it's
to be a
theory. I
Kryptonian
think it's
parasite.
fact.
There's no way it was
That
the Kawachi
eats
tribe or whatever.
kryptonite, and that's what causes the green goo. That's what we got.
No,
I
because-
like it, guys.
All right, so that's
Yes.
Because
He eats kryptonite.
even with the origins, comic book origins, there's different types of species and creatures on Krypton.
Well, yeah.
And one being that they would bring in as a precaution for certain things.
Well, remember,
I mean,
to protect
Superman
it.
even stores those creatures too in the
that's
Fortress
true.
of Solitude.
He has like
he does
one
that
of
himself.
each, pretty much. It's like Noah's Ark in
from
there.
all different planets.
Oh,
too,
yeah.
yeah.
Plants.
So
yep.
maybe this would have been a worm that he would have had inside of the fortress.
Most likely.
Because
And so-
again, with those, he doesn't want to
What if-
test them or anything. He just wants to keep them alive.
What if the cave was the fortress before the fortress?
It technically is in a sense.
Technically.
'Cause
Yeah.
He's always there.
But like 500 years ago, whoever came first.
oh, right.
That was the
I like
fortress.
that.
Ooh, when it was covered in ice, but then global warming caused it to turn
Stone
into
Age.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Oh yes.
So Dr. Walden tells him, he's like, yo, yeah, we found all that knowledge, but then of course Lex like, all right, good, keep up the work, but just know Clark Kent has full access to the cave no matter what. That's going to be the deal from now on. And he's like, what is your infatuation with this kid? He's like,
He's hot.
he definitely...
Look at him.
He's hot, he's high, he knows what to say.
I'm horny.
But it's like he definitely has some knowledge about the cave that we don't know about, so I want him there just because it'll eventually slip up, obviously.
Yeah.
So we cut out of that scene.
All right, so this is
Go back to the
hate
talent.
this.
Lana's
probably
closing
my
up.
favorite
I
scene
hate this scene.
because Lana
This
is
scene
now
is so awkward.
It's the best. She's putting the chairs up on the table. She obviously did not take Aunt Nell's boyfriend's advice of making the chairs a little different.
That's right. Mhm.
So she is still
Dean.
setting them. Dean. She is still setting them up that certain way. Where Clark is walking in with a rose and a pizza,
Small pizza.
and
He really
he's,
thought about the date at a 15-year-old boy. He really thinking clearly.
Yeah,
about
his
it.
apology's terrible. He doesn't even seem like genuine. He's like,
But that's why it's also.
sorry?
But I'm with you guys, which is why it sucks because he even acknowledges, like he even knows, because she goes, "What are you doing here? This is my pathetic excuse for an apology." Then Clark, why are you doing this?
yeah.
Like, why aren't we making it a better apology than? Just
plead
coming in being
temporary
like,
insanity.
Do
hey,
another drive-in.
Oh, it's a poor excuse. And like, yeah, I pled temporary insanity.
She
But
kind of
it's-
smiles.
But it's also bad because it doesn't take a genius to figure out that you and
See?
Chloe still have feelings for each other.
I hate her.
This is where Clark nips it in the bud.
He sucks.
You make me sick.
Yeah. Chloe makes me sick. God, her? I just use her for the torch.
Ask her.
Yeah,
She's just a
ask her.
search
She
engine.
knows. She's
He's a
Google.
surgeon.
He needs to do the little rascal speech about
Yeah.
Chloe. That's what he has
She
to
makes
do at
me
least.
She makes me
You make me vomit.
And she's even like, Clark, I saw it with my own
Not
eyes.
between my toes.
Like, I know why Chloe was kissing you, but why were you kissing her back?
Yeah.
Ooh.
I know I saw that.
And I will say, it's kind of going back to what I mentioned before about them being in the Talon. It is a truth bomb being dropped on Clark because he did not have the red kryptonite at that point.
didn't
And
stop
if he knew that he was not in the Talon and inside of his barn, he would have kept going with Chloe. He would have kept it going.
I don't know.
But because he was inside of the town, it made him panic where then he stood up because he wanted... Why did he kiss her back? Y'all both even brought up why he could have pushed her away
he could've
to
totally pushed her
begin.
away.
But he didn't
Be
even
verbal
after
about
the-
it, too. That makes it even better. It's like, get off of me!
Yeah,
Stop!
stop. You can easily...
But instead it
He
was...
can catch bullets, but he can't stop a girl from kissing?
Exactly, and instead it's like, oh, Chloe,
throws
we
away
can't
the
be
rose.
doing this right now. And where Lana's then walking into that awkward situation,
You know
I
her fat
just-
ass ate that pizza.
while crying,
Yeah.
definitely.
I hope so. I hate when they waste food. And she threw away the rose. She didn't throw away the pizza. I would have been pissed if she would have thrown away the pizza.
Lana finally
I would've,
does
like,
tell me though why
yeah.
she is upset. Where now Clark sucks. Clark sucks because all Lana wants him to be able to do is to say something. Clark could have told her about the parasite to begin with, and instead he
I know.
used it as if this was a Kryptonian secret. But in fact, it wasn't.
Yeah. And then, yeah, so, I mean, he has no choice but to walk out at this point. Lana told him off already. She smells the rose, throws it out. Hopefully doesn't waste the pizza.
When she smelled it, by the way, I go, "You sucker!" And then when she threw it away, I go, "Yeah, yeah, you."
She was like, she was about to. She was wanting to. She was like,
"Yeah."
she was like,
she thought about it,
Clark! No, don't do that.
but she did
But-
keep the pizza.
She did, yeah.
Oh, of
I
course.
was. I mean, bro, you can't throw away food.
Was
like that.
you just think it was
It was
normal
a small
pepperoni?
pizza.
She
He
probably
thought they were
brought-
going to share.
Hold on. Lana is a cheese girl.
She won't
She
eat
doesn't
pepperoni.
have any toppings.
No pineapple? She looks like she'd eat pineapple.
Smallville just seems like a cheese pizza
pineapple.
place.
Yeah,
Oh,
they only have
pineapple.
pepperoni or cheese.
Yeah, they're not out of there. You
No,
know, out of
not
this
doing
world.
the
It's like,
pineapple yet.
pepperoni is-
Canada.
It's that
Canadian
extra charge.
bacon.
Unless
No
it's
pineapple.
This is
He's a
Kansas.
meat
Jesse.
lover.
Did you think
Pete
this
is
is
a meat
Smallville,
lover.
Canada?
Yeah.
Kansas.
If anything, she brought the pizza home. It's like, here, Chloe, you deserve this more than I do.
Clark got
By the way,
it
it
for you.
smells like Clark. Try not to make out with it.
You
Got
think,
him.
how do you come back from it? I didn't think you come back from the first time you had red.
Dude.
Hold on.
How do you
Going to
feel about-
Joseph though, this is 3 strikes now.
You're out.
What was the
I-
first strike?
Well, he
Or a
ditched her.
turkey.
It was a
depending
limo
on what
ride. He
you're playing.
ditched her to
Good
go
example.
save Chloe.
Wait,
Yeah.
the turkey's good though.
Oh, yeah, you're
The
right.
second
This
one
is not
was
the
red.
turkey.
But it turns out-
officially asked her out.
X,
X.
X.
And then this was the same thing.
You're right.
This was
That's
the same
the
thing pretty
difference.
much.
I just feel like this episode just took bits of other episodes and made it a full episode. It was Nicodemus. It was Red. It was
Everything I wanted.
everything
Yes.
you've ever wanted.
Yeah, I don't know how we get better. I don't know how we try to go from here because at this point I need all my episodes to just be like this. I need somebody to be bad.
So you're telling me you didn't know there was a birthday episode with that cake right there?
No, I did not.
Unless
Stop
you get
trying to go into the future with me right now. I
Yeah,
don't
this
want
was. What is this?
I-
May 13th, 2003.
God, the rest of this season sucks, bro.
it. No,
I
it
don't know, I haven't
doesn't.
seen
This is the best
Visitor,
show.
I see
Visitor's
some
not
good
good.
episodes.
Oh, Rosetta.
Rosetta's really good.
Rosetta's good.
Oh,
Yes.
Rosetta's
Yeah.
good.
Yes.
All right, yeah, we
Roseta's
can't
good.
talk about that right now, but yeah, no.
Visitor, I
We
don't
talked
know.
about so many other things, you assholes.
We brought up season 5.
Alright.
Or 3 seasons.
But yeah, we end credits on the rose being thrown in the trash and a nice cover song. I forgot the name of the song, but
I couldn't even get it.
Don't tell me it's over.
Oh, yeah, that's
Don't tell me
right.
it's over. It's a good. It's,
It's
a good
over.
cover. It's a
I
good cover.
had.
I think I like the
It's
first
on
song.
Adventureland,
I
the original
like
song.
the first
I
song
also think
better
that was
than
on-
the episode.
They had Smallville CDs. I think they only had 2. and that was on the first one.
You
Really?
got both of them?
Yeah, I had both of them.
Very cool.
You love Smallville.
You had Smallville CDs. I just want to make sure I understand this.
Hey, dude, I used
It's
to
the
burn
soundtrack.
CDs, bro. I used to put like
It's the
GTA soundtracks on there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Hold on. How did they choose the songs though on the soundtrack? What were what was it? 30 songs on the soundtrack?
No, it was they.
It had to
Just
be
a
a lot because if
handful.
it's only 12, I'm
Yeah,
gonna
it
be
was
kind
just
of
a
upset.
handful.
What?
Yeah.
They
It was,
picked
just,
and
Was
choose.
Good Charlotte on there?
there was no Good Charlotte.
What?
And they had season 2. It was called the Talon Mix because it was what.
What Lana plays?
Yeah, what Lana plays.
Isn't it just like elevator music?
It was that song. It was a lot of early 2000s, late 90s, that kind of.
Did you have a Smallville poster?
Yeah, I had a Smallville poster that came from the magazine.
No.
I remember going to the barbershop and I would show him a picture of Clark and I said, "That's what I want. I want that haircut." Which
bowl
was just a
cut.
style.
I want that man.
I'll tell you what I want a haircut.
Look at
later.
this beauty
This is
of a
what I want.
specimen.
And now it blows my head. I'll just let you know what I want.
All right, well,
It's great episode.
there goes exactly. Rush, great episode, dude.
My
Glad we
favorite.
could have
Pissed
you
me
boys
off.
here again. But we'll have to plan again in the next episode y'all want to do. And
I get a better one.
Season 3. Well,
We
probably
can't
season
get better.
I think
Season 3 is some good ones.
All season. I think season 3 is one of my favorites.
That's
Oh,
fine.
you know
Yeah.
what? I think I have a season 3. I'll look.
All right,
Okay,
we'll
sounds
invite
good,
them
man.
season 4.
well, fellas, thanks you again. Again, follow us on Twitter. @somebodysave_me
What's her name?
on Twitter.
Please
So-
comment. Please talk shit to me. Please
Yeah.
tell me what you think
Yeah,
about things.
Taylor runs that, so make sure you just give him.
And then Michael Rosenbaum and Tom Welling.
Yeah, we follow them, but they don't follow us.
No, hold on. We do not follow them. You want to know why? We don't follow the people that copy us. Instead, they just are going to follow us eventually.
Yeah.
Eventually. It's going
And
to
then
happen.
catch us next week for Prodigal, episode 15.
Can't wait.
Yeah.
It's going to be an
good one.
hour-long episode. Don't worry, we'll speed through it.
I can wait on that one. So, good night.
Good luck.